We back up in here, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
No strings on a Wednesday. We live. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Hey, we gonna have a good time tonight, man. We want to talk about friends and family, man. I feel like it may be a few people holding me down. No, I'm just playing. But we're gonna talk about it though, man. Can they be a detriment sometimes to you, right? Your friends and your families. We're gonna get there. We want to touch on all that. Shout out to everybody that joined us last night, man. The Tuesday show. We did a long time last night. I ain't gonna lie. Me and JC was on here all night. We was talking about religion last night. And Lord, it went long. So if y'all want to just sit back and listen to two old dudes debate religion for I think almost 3 hours, if you
Oh,
ain't got nothing to do, yeah. We on there for a minute. We on there.
damn.
So y'all tap into that, man. But yeah, we got Shouty Mo up in here with us tonight. What up, Mo? AKA Mo Elevated.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back on, welcome back on a Wednesday night. You already know what it is. Happy No Strings Day. Let's get into these topics. I'm ready to go. And actually, I just messed up the Instagram post, so please just bear with me for a second.
Mo is not a multitasker. Trying to do too much at once. And we already know if we got Torian here, it's time to run wild. What up? Hit Torian up on all his social media at I runs with a Z wild. What's good?
Right, what's up? Especially check me out on TikTok, support black businesses.
I'm good.
Blow up. But what up? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. You know what we trying to do today? Talk some shit, have a little fun. So.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. We want to talk about what are you doing? You shooting basketball? What just happened, Torian? You good?
Tried, but I missed. But
Oh, hey, let me make sure I shout out to everybody, man, that listens on the podcast in the podcast on the audio form. We thank y'all, man. Wherever you find your podcast, you can find us over there. No Trees Attached. We definitely appreciate all the support, man. The listeners continue to improve. Man, it's doing real good. So I definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us from there. Let me make sure I always say on this show, we allow everybody to express themselves in their most organic state. So you can talk that talk. We don't censor nobody, or even in the chat. If y'all jump in here and jump in that chat, man, y'all can get it popping over there. We encourage it, but we clap back if y'all start talking too crazy.
okay.
I want to give some time for Naomi to get in here, for Lionel to get in here before we get too deep into the main topic. But I did see something I wanted to run across y'all though. I saw this on Twitter. It
Uh-oh.
was talking about quote unquote. Y'all, yeah, I know people have heard the quote unquote, letting a man lead, right, in a relationship. This gentleman said, whenever I hear this, it usually means the man saying it is incompetent. That's why the woman doesn't want to be led by him. Men who are good leaders don't have this problem. And the only reason I wanted to bring that up is because um, I know that's like one of the buzzwords a lot of people use. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want somebody that's gonna let me lead. You know what I'm saying? She let me lead. Let me be the leader. I always tell folks, I just have never had those type of issues. So like, I'm not, I've been married a long time now, but just in general, I've never had any issues. First of all, with me, all that positioning like that ain't really important. I always tell everybody, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If it come down to it, like, yeah, my wife do run a lot of stuff by me. I run stuff by my wife, you know what I'm saying? If we doing stuff, but I've never had any issues where I felt like, yo, she not letting me be a man or she's not allowing me to do this. I've just never felt that. I don't know if it's just the energy that I give off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if maybe I've been oblivious to it. You know what I'm saying? That's possible, but I don't know. I thought that was interesting though, with that whole letting a man lead thing, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. What you think, Mo? As a woman, I know that's a popular thing right now that women are saying. Oh, well, you need to show somebody that you worthy, y'all. So it's a lot of back and forth in these Twitter streets.
I mean, I think a natural leader is going to lead regardless. I think when it comes time for like, especially women who are a little more independent, yeah, like you got to be willing to allow a man to lead. And, maybe it's one of those instances where she just won't let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there are definitely women like that. But also for men who are just like natural leaders, it's not really something that needs to be spoken. It's like just a natural thing. So I guess I can see where you're coming from, or that statement is coming from, because not everybody is really on a level where it's like, I'm just gonna submit just because you want me to submit to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there definitely needs to be more of a reason for me to want to even do that in the first place, because it'll come naturally. Like letting you lead, like especially for a woman like myself who is like, I do everything myself. Like, you can step in and lead as long as you got something worth following. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's Stay in your
Jose
lane.
said, "Stay in your lane." Oh, Mo and them came in Jacks tonight. Oh, we up tonight.
Oh, we turning up.
We super up. We super up. That's what you are.
I'm dead.
That's what you. What's good? Talk to me, Torian. Who are you leading? What's going on, man? You don't care about those type of titles. You just, however it go. That's what we doing.
Yeah, I think definitely for. I mean, not well for me. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I'm dead.
But for other people in the LGBT community, it just depends. Some people are specific on like they positions they play, meaning like sexual position, like top and bottom. Like so, usually the bottom is more the woman if you think about it, and the top is the man in the relationship. So he usually would be the one. But for me, I don't care. I live that verse life, so it's whoever want to take lead that day. But what is actually crazy is right now I'm feeling this dude and he's short, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, define short, because Torian out here be talking about like 6. He like, I do like 6'2". I mean, he look okay. When you say short, what are we talking?
I'm talking short. I think he might be a good 5'7".
Okay. So he's not quite Tory Lanez, but he in that
5'7". I don't know. That's kind of short.
Yeah, no, I agree. But ain't Tory
But
Lanez,
like even to me, I'm only like 5'2" and a half, so I'm kind of
Mo talking shit. She 5'2" talking
and a half.
My fault. Let me get a half to you.
Don't take my half. Okay.
So hold on. So you say right now you conflicted, Torian, right now. How did you get here?
Yeah.
Nobody's supposed to be here.
I left the community. I was telling my friend, she's like, damn, why would you do that to us? I was like, I don't know.
Oh Lord.
I'm trying to fight it though. I'm gonna fight it though.
Lord, don't miss out on your blessing.
You gonna buy them some platform shoes?
Lord.
Right.
Start getting the collection right, so anytime y'all going out, y'all got some hype there. Because look, me personally, I love a platform shoe because I am 5'2" and a half. Like, so that should be. I'll be up here. I'll be feeling like, yes, you know what I'm saying. I'm up here with y'all. So
until your feet start hurting, you take them off, and you're like, all right.
Nah, that's why you got to get it comfortable. The comfortable ones. Platforms are comfortable.
Now, listen, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But okay, so it's interesting though, because right there, even then, Torian, you mentioned that you talked to your friend about it. So since we're talking about this whole friends and family thing, let's just start there first. You know what I'm saying? How much are y'all letting or allowing or even talking about like relationship stuff with friends and family? Or is it just certain friends and family that you talk to them about? You know what I'm saying? Talk with this stuff about.
It's definitely certain friends. Yeah. It's ones who because you don't want to tell everybody your business.
Right.
And then you got some people who like little snakes, so they be like hearing if you say your person got like some good pussy or dick, they like, whoa, hold on, I might be a little interested in seeing what they got. Like, I know they got some good ones. So what
type of whores are you hanging around, Torian?
You never know.
But no, for real, like
it's what black youngsters say, whore.
Right.
What type of whore?
Or you got the friends who are a little judgmental, and so like if you venting about like a little bad situation, they go hold that in their mind of your partner. So it's like, that you never go fully be able to get their support, because they were like, well, he done did you wrong so many times, like you keep going back, but I love him. He's short.
He's short. Yeah, no, I'm with. Okay, what say you, Mo? You talking to? I mean, so how many? So if you had to count, like, is it 2 or 3 that you talk to, Torian? You know what I'm saying, friends?
One. I got friends, so I could pretty much tell what friends I could tell, who I could tell shit to, and I got a lot of them. That's
Hi, y'all. What up, Torian? Am I one of those friends?
No, definitely don't tell her.
Right.
No, but then would you agree with this statement though, Torian, that it's certain friends that you can tell certain stuff to, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I probably might need to, I don't need to run this past Naomi. She gonna have something to say.
Right.
Because I know she gonna have something to say. Right? All right, what say you, Mo?
As of recently, like I really just talked to like one friend about stuff, and even then it's like I am still a little bit selective about what I talk about, or at least how I talk about it sometimes. Just because I don't know, I'm at this place where I'm just also not trying to like linger on shit either. Like if I'm fixing things and going through things with my partner, then it's like, okay, I kind of just leave it at that a lot of the time, where I'm just like, I don't want to keep dragging on and on the emotion of over it, whatever it is. Like that shit just gets kind of old.
Right.
So yeah, I would say just like one friend right now that like
But
I'll go
sometimes,
to, but again, it's still selective.
but can it be sometimes though? Maybe you just need somebody to talk to though, right? Like you just like,
Yeah.
what? I just need somebody maybe to vent to, or just like maybe just to bounce this off of somebody. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And there's always going to be those moments where you feel that way. I don't know what this new little thing I'm got going on, but everything I just kind of want to kind of limit so much of what's going out, but definitely still need that friend. That's what I'm saying. I do have a friend that I will talk to and, go to about things, and that's really it at this point.
Okay, I know Naomi gonna say she don't talk to nobody. She go and meditate, smoke
I
her
don't be
weed.
talking to nobody.
I already
I'm
know.
like, I don't know exactly what y'all were talking about.
No, we were saying. So the question was right. Like, do you talk to any friends or family about like just like like a relationship or somebody that you're dealing with or that you might be dealing with? Is there anybody that you talk to about that?
Like if we were to be going through things,
Yeah, just
truthfully,
like yeah.
I wouldn't, or it would depend what it is.
Yeah.
If it was like some bullshit where it's like, I caught my man doing some bullshit. If I'm gonna forgive him, then no, I probably wouldn't tell nobody. Like,
Yeah.
because you'll tell your people something, they might hate your partner like from the day on, like.
Like, oh, well, remember whenever they did this and it's
no
like,
facts,
okay,
or they just feel some type of way.
on,
You want to
so
bring
let's
them
move
around.
on.
You want to bring them around. They're like, because one of my friends, like, one of the people they dated, like, and they've been coming back around now, and I'm just like, they still leave a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I don't really fuck with it, because maybe you shouldn't have told me that shit, because.
Right.
Like,
and
I
that's
don't
what
like
I'm talking about selective.
I'm sorry, I don't like that for you. So,
but see, that's what I was saying, like selective, like being selective about what I am going to my friends about, or that friend about, because at the end of the day, it's like if it is some shit that I don't really want to talk about like that, I just don't think y'all need like this. We already sorted it out. I'm gonna move on, like, and just keep it pushing. If I'm keeping it pushing in this situation, I'm gonna just keep it pushing. Like, and I think that's also like the place I'm at too. That's why I was saying like being selective about certain things, because like, you just gotta keep it moving. You're gonna take that L in silence.
oh, you're too high. Sit on the bed.
It's interesting. I'm gonna tell you what I'm hearing in here is that are these people really y'all friends? I'm just thinking out loud.
But that hasn't been any of our reasons. It's not because we can't trust people.
Well,
yeah,
it's I'm just from the outside looking like what I think I'm hearing. Oh, Ish, I didn't even see a Jordan Woods up in here. What up, Jordan Woods? I was in the background doing something else. You can't. Jordan Woods look like she might tell all your business, but no, I'm playing.
She does not look like that.
And let me say this for the record, because somebody asked me one day, "Hey, that girl Jordan Woods, that is not her real last name." I don't know. I just started saying that. That's what everybody knows.
Like, right. I just said it one day, and I just been saying it since.
Yeah, I'm not putting out her real damn government name. Y'all be tripping. But
it's just my alias.
Yeah, there you go. But no, because everybody was saying the same thing. Like, well, even Torian started off by saying, well, because you don't want to say this to certain friends because you got that one friend that might hold that over your head. Da, da, da. I'm like, damn, it sounds like these might be some problematic friends to begin with.
I think when it comes to things about me, I wouldn't have a problem telling my friends, what I'm going through. But I was just saying specifically for a partner. Like, I think that could definitely, especially when you tell your family, like, that could definitely just create risk, especially if you want this relationship to keep going. You want this shit to be long term. Like, They're gonna need to be integrated with like your friends and your family. So you don't want to tell them something that you was mad at for a little bit, and then they're gonna keep being mad because they don't love the nigga like you love them. Like they're like
they love you more. They worry about
like
you.
I love you, and I want to make sure that you're straight. So like, I think that's kind of why. But I think if it comes to me, like if I have something I'm dealing with, I could definitely talk to my friends if I needed somebody to talk to or to vent about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't tell all my friends my little freaky escapades, but no.
Well, yeah, we don't want to hear about your sex life, but Torian did say this though before you got on, Naomi and Jordan. Let me not forget Jordan back there. Torian did say this. They're like, hey, sometimes maybe you might not want to tell your friends about, such and such got some good D or some good JJ because they might get a little too curious. And that's why I asked Torian, what type of whores are you hanging around, Torian?
Oh, dang.
Torian's really be around the whores. So. Not me.
What type of whores?
Like, look, because he always be saying some slick shit about my baby daddy. You gotta watch his ass. That's what you gotta watch.
Torian's the friend you can't tell about.
Oh Lord!
Because he gonna be like, "Girl, let me find out."
And literally gonna find out. I mean, yeah, because I just had
You ain't shit.
Okay, but sometimes though your friend can just be, just trying to be protective. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that you would be very protective if Jordan came to you, Naomi, and gave you some information. You would be like, no, you know what I'm saying? You would be protective as a friend. You don't want to see her get hurt.
I'd be like, I don't like that nigga.
Right.
Not for real.
I don't like him.
Right. Now
break up with him right now.
Well, and I won't always just say that, but I'll definitely, my friends will know the difference when I really like a nigga. Like they'll know when I approve. I'll be like, okay, this is the one. Like sometimes
Naomi could be the voice of reason and be like, well, I don't know, maybe that mad. Like,
no, it's true though, because Naomi would definitely be like, well, as far as that side goes, like they probably just feeling this way.
Yeah,
you get this. Like, damn, all right, you right.
No, I definitely will.
But see, that's the thing right there that it's like, I think is nice about being able to take a second before you just go and vent to like a friend, is just taking that moment to reflect and kind of, go through the situation again and just be like, okay, we're like, was I tripping anywhere? Because sometimes I'll be having to take that moment, like, was I tripping? Like, I might have been tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm over here blowing up and it's like, okay, like, let me be that voice of reason for myself here and there. That's what I'm saying, like, selective about things that I'll talk about. But major shit, like, I'm probably not even going to say nothing. I'm going to just be quiet.
But I think most people, though, should have at least one person that they could holler at, right? Like, I think everybody should have one person that if they get burned, that they can go and say, God damn it, I got to go get a shot. Like,
not if you get burned. Like, girl, this nigga that gave me an STD.
No,
I'm dead.
That's what you let people know.
I'm just saying, you might have because you might want to vent and tell somebody. You can't tell multiple friends, but you got to have at least one friend. You can be like, you'll never guess what the F just happened. This mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the friends you talk about having someone you catching someone with. You heard they done told you something now. They don't
so you owe them. Hold on, do you owe them one now? Because they told you some shit. Like if I ever get burned, I'm gonna
it's first like damn. If y'all had conversation about like somebody gave me some curable,
yeah.
Then you tell your friend like, bitch, you remember how that time you told me you had that? Why this nigga just gave me that? Like. Yeah, don't tell your friends who never talk to you about having some freaky shit. Having some like they were like, "Ooh, you out here dirty now." Like you tell them, dude,
if you come to my house, get you a plastic cup. Don't fuck around.
Right. You might just have a friend that will judge you, possibly.
Yeah, that'd be the thing. Go ahead. Hold on, Jordan. You say something, Jordan?
Oh no.
Oh shit. Let me stay out of that conversation. Okay. Let me stay out of that. But no, okay, but I think it's different though. That's why I'm asking about the friends first, because I think family can be different. Because I think family, you know, we always say you can choose your friends, you don't really choose your family. Now, I always add an extra layer. You can choose not to be around your goddamn family if you don't want to be. Shit, trust me. It's some people that's in my family that I can love them from a distance, from way over here. Y'all stay over there. Let me stay over here.
All right.
But but with family though, family can be, because Naomi even said it. She was like, "Yo, if I got a partner, somebody I'm dealing with, you know, eventually you're gonna bring them around your friends and family." You know what I'm saying? And that's always I think it's steps, because I think first you want to be most people, a lot of people. Let me not say most. I don't know. I've been married for a long time. I don't know what you crazy kids do, but most people though, they bring their new person that they dealing with, or you know, they kind of dating or whatever. You bring around your friends first. You know what I'm saying? They meet your friends. Like once they meet your family, that's typically like a different step, a different level. You know what I'm saying? When you meet somebody in my family now. So there's a separate level of judgment that can come from family. You know what I mean? And especially parents, or like an older sibling, or like, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe a uncle or an aunt that you were, you know what I'm saying? And if they like don't like somebody, and you know, I don't think they right for you, Torian. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, shit, he ain't even did nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? You know? It's just the vibe I get. You know what I mean? You get that type of shit. What up, Mike? Mike in here in the chat. What's good? What's good? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. No, am I tripping? Maybe I am tripping. I think it's a different level though. Once you go to the family, once you elevate from friends to family.
Yeah, in a way. But I think like my family, or like the relationship I have with my family, like I know them and they know me. Like, so I might not even give a fuck what you think. Truthfully, like,
oh damn.
And that just may be the way. You could not like somebody all you want, but if this is my partner, then that's my partner. But I also feel like, and how I extend it to my family too, even when, you know, my cousins be bringing around their temporary girlfriends. Like I'm
Whoa, why you say temporary? Whoa.
Because they be
She's like, because they did be temporary.
Like, they've been my cousins for 27 years, and I've seen lots of girls. Okay, I have a lot of. We have my family's a good-looking family. Okay, so it's just, but I will still be hospitable, even if I think like, okay, this not gonna last, like, or like my cousin's tripping fucking with this bitch, like I really trust, and it goes for my friends and family. Like when they're with somebody I don't really see as a good pair, I trust that they'll figure that shit out on their own, and they always do. Like, okay, the shit will end up not working. Like it doesn't have to be a talk or a disrespect to your family member or a friend if they're dating somebody that you might not think is the best person for them. Like, but you could definitely lace them up and let them know in a way like, I think you could do better, but you can't control that shit.
But you know what though? That's some tough shit to tell somebody though, man. Damn, that's hard to hear. I think you can do better than that person. That's tough.
Sometimes you need to hear it.
Man, I tell you what, my cousin, one of my cousins married a girl who could not cook or clean. She didn't even look good. I don't know what this man was thinking. Like,
let me tell you what she could do though.
No, I bet not. Because
the skin off. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And if the pussy just good, you could just fuck a girl for that. Okay. You don't marry the woman who could just fuck you good but can't feed you, can't take care of your home, like can't do anything else, can't provide anything.
You don't marry her for life, but for 2 years it might work out. I ain't gonna lie.
No, and that's about how long it went.
That's how long it usually lasts.
Because no, sir.
That's how long it usually lasts, though. That's how long it typically lasts. Okay. We're talking a lot about relationships right now. If you just joined us, man, we're talking about friends and family right now, man. If they can hold you back. We were just talking about, you know, just relationships right now. Do you confide in friends and family? But let's get to this right here, though. When we're talking about can friends and family hold you back, now they just talk about in life, though, right? Because some people, deep down, they kind of want some low-key approval, or they just want you to say, oh, you did good. You know what I'm saying? Or you got those other friends and family that just kind of lean on you so much that you feel like you're obligated to help, right? And before you know it, shit, now you got to figure out your damn bills because you study helping them every other month. You know what I mean? Jordan said, no, I'm not helping no damn body. But no, sometimes though, especially family though, some people can feel obligated to like help. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mo, hey, I got, especially if it's a family member with kids. Oh, they can put it on heavy then. Me and man, if we ain't
Not
get this,
man.
I'm like, I literally got a cousin named Man.
Every black
Not
family got a man. Every black family got that. Me and man, we gonna be looking for some place to stay if we don't get this rent money. You said that last week. Where, goddamn. So, can friends and families hold you back in general, man? Just from like you doing you? I don't know. Let's start with Jordan first. She's the youngest person here. She ain't really had nobody leech off of her yet. So let's start with Jordan. They gonna start leeching in a minute.
I don't know.
You got a little brother.
Yeah, I was about to say the only person I could think of that would do that is probably my little brother. And I feel like just over the years, I definitely learned how to say no, just because I know that doesn't help him, and he'll just keep taking. Like if you don't say no, he'll just keep taking, keep asking, and it's no stopping point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not gonna put myself in a bad situation just to help somebody else's. Like that don't make sense.
Wait till he have a baby though, and he start putting the baby on you. Oh man.
Well, jokes on him, cause.
Not you said fuck your niece and nephew.
You see? Naomi know, you see? You're gonna be like, I can't let my little niece or my little nephew, all right, here you go. $50. Let me sing you this little. What's your cash app again?
He got parents just like I do.
That's true. He gonna go to them for the big stuff though.
Yeah.
You just asked me for the $20.
Yeah, he coming to you for that gas money.
It's different if I had it though. Like if I had it every now and then, that's okay, but not every week. No, not on the schedule.
Like, I'm sorry, but you're not my child. Like,
and Jasmine, we're gonna get there. Jasmine in the chat said to the question, can friends and family hold you back? She said, yes, they can. I think mentally friends can hold you back if they aren't growing at the same rate that you are. Save that. I'm gonna put a pin on that because we're gonna definitely come back to that about people who maybe you just have outgrown, right? That because that can happen. That happens in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
That people grow apart. But let's talk about these leeches. Who didn't hit? Because Torian looked like he don't lend money out. Torian got that look to where he just would be like, Torian would show up with his designer bag in your face, and you're asking for money, and he'll be tell you he ain't got it. You see? You see?
Not spot on.
Jasmine said, don't do that to Torian. Listen, I know Torian.
It's true.
I'm like, okay, do me next.
I might help a little bit, but I was always taught by my father funny to always say I ain't got it. So I ain't got it. Even if I just found $800, I ain't got it. I just told you I got that. I just found somewhere. I'm like, I ain't got it, baby. This gone, baby. That's already counted for.
It ain't nobody, but it got to be at least one friend or one family member that you would help out.
It's a friend, not a family.
Damn, he said F the family. Okay. Right. Shout out to y'all. Okay. No, I'm just saying, because I think that like, yo, man, you want to help out, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just can't. And if you can't, you can't, you know what I mean? But my thing is when I'm not describing somebody that got something happen, you know what I'm saying? And it's an emergency. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that consistently are hitting you up is what I'm referring to. These people that you look at their IG and they turning up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then on Thursday you hitting me up because you need some money to get to work. This, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about those type folks.
I'm like, see, and that would be too far for me. I definitely couldn't see you out here. But I am that person. I probably lend out too much money, truthfully. Like,
I already know, Naomi.
Man, I got so many people need to pay me back, and I don't even expect to get that shit, truthfully.
Yeah.
But
man, let me hold $1.
Okay,
I'm like, okay, here. No, I really do. I really do give out too much money. Like, I have one of my cousins ask me, but it was his first time ever asking me for just like $20, and I sent it because thank God I'm blessed enough to not have to need no $20, $50. You know,
and to
I
be
don't
able
ask
to give
nobody
it
for money ever. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I feel
so
that.
I don't know.
I feel
But
that,
I
but
will,
it comes
if I
to
got it, you know, I will be a giving person. But you know, I won't lend out money that I expect to get back. That's the rule I gotta go through.
Rule.
Like if I'm finna be having a bag, knock on your door, hit you up, like I need it back. I can't do this. Man, I'm not gonna put myself in a home. That shit.
Right. Go ahead, Mo.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Is you lending money to your sisters or not?
Man, I was just telling myself I need to chill out, yo, because like, look, I just had literally my sister's car fixed, and I was the I was like the one basically handling everything. You know what I'm saying? Like on some crazy shit. Yes, I actually co-signed on that car for her. Like, so definitely got to keep it tip top when it start having these issues. That it ended up being an expensive issue, and I covered majority of the costs. I'm still needing to finish the payment on the labor. Like, I was like, is this what it's like having kids? Because you know what I'm saying? That's exactly. I was like, damn, this is all to a car that I ain't even driving, yo. I ain't even whipping this bitch, and I'm putting all this money. So yes, to answer your question, I definitely do help, and I feel like sometimes I'd be like, all right, Monique, you just gotta chill. Like, you don't have to necessarily say yes all the time. When I do have it, yes, of course, I'm willing to give it out. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I also got to focus on my goals and what I'm planning to do because the shit that I'm doing for myself isn't cheap either. You know what I'm saying? So there's got to be a balance for sure. But when it comes to family, it's like, I don't know. I just have that thing in me. I feel like I'm a lot like my mom. Like my mom is the one that's always been like, regardless what she's really going through, like what she feels like she can or cannot do. Like if you need some help, like she will help you however she can. Like that's how my mom has always been, regardless. Like, so I think I take after that shit and I definitely be on the same type of time. Like if you need help, I definitely am trying to be there for you however I can. Like, and I don't know. I'm trying to like tone it down a little bit, but since I've been doing that shit for so long, it's like I don't mind helping my family. I don't mind helping my loved ones, my significant other. You know what I'm saying? If I got it, like Nan was saying, like to even be blessed to be able to do these things, like anytime I help somebody, I really do thank God. I'd be like, all right, thank you for even making me capable of doing these certain things. So like, I'm not mad at it at the end of the day. But y'all can say thank you and be appreciative though at the end of the day too. You know what I'm saying? Like you can definitely still appreciate and thank me and show love in a different way. You don't even gotta spend money on me, but just show that appreciation because I love when people appreciate the things that I do for them. Because genuinely, I did not have to do this. Like I didn't have to do this shit at all.
My thing with money is it's a few things that I've learned to grow. And
Bro, you always talking about somebody owe you money though.
Oh yeah, because a lot of people because this is how I learned this stuff. This is how I learned it.
This is how I know.
This is how I know. I told you I used to be this, So because I started the day I turned 16, I got a job. So I've been working since the day I turned 16. Literally, the day I turned 16, I had to go. I was filling out the application that day. Started working at Kroger on Westheimer, and then I went to Denny's on Westheimer. What up, Lionel? Lionel up in here tonight.
Denny's?
Yeah, my first two jobs were Kroger and then Denny's. So
wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I was working at Denny's on a late night. So all my partners coming in there with their girls and stuff. I'm in there late night in high school, being a waiter. Anyway, that's a long story. But here's what I've learned.
You were a waiter?
Yeah, I was a waiter at Denny's. It was.
I'm about to say you was in the kitchen whipping up.
He was getting that tip money.
I was trying to get them tips. Right. I was trying to look. Lionel coming in twice. Okay, coming in hot. There you go. You
what
good?
Oh, it's me.
No, that's Lionel back. But here's what I've learned about money and having to lend money, receiving money that you've got. A couple of things. Number one, if you're lending money, never lend out more than you're okay with not being paid back. That's like the very first baseline rule. If you're going to lend out money, lend out an amount that you're okay with not getting back.
Yeah.
Right? That's the first thing. I made that mistake when I was younger, not really having a lot of money, thinking, okay, I'm gonna get this money. Well, he said he gonna shoot it back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I need it back right now, and I ain't got it yet. So lend out an amount that you're comfortable lending out and not getting back. That's number one.
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, if you're the person being lended money, it sucks. Let me tell you why. I've learned that if I'm asking for somebody for their money, I have to do a few things. Number one, my rule is give it back to them the way they gave it to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I learned that from my mama, because my mama would get mad. Hold on, I gave you $100. Don't talk to me that you're going to give me 20 today, 20 next week. No. We ain't going to play these. Now, listen, that's the only way I can get my money back. That's fine. But from here on out, I want my money the way I gave it to you. So just wait and get it all together first. And then the second part of that is, unfortunately, if you're borrowing money from somebody, sometimes, man, you got to answer some questions about it. Somebody may have some questions for you. And if you don't want to answer those questions, you entitled to that. But I may not want to give you my money. You know what I'm saying? I might have to ask you, hey,
what is it? Be like, for what?
Yeah, what is it for? Right? If you don't want to tell me, I might not want to give you my goddamn money. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm like, I don't know what I would do if a motherfucker don't want to tell me. Like, you already better come with the story geared up. Okay, you better tell me all the details I need to know.
I need to know what is it for? What's the time frame, right? Mm-hmm. So how you know, so how soon you think you get this back to me? You know what I'm saying? If you got, okay, cool, that's what's up. Now look, one thing I'm not is a hounder, because we've already had this conversation up front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, you only get that one chance with me. That's just me personally. That's what you know what I'm saying? I gave people multiple, so now you only get one shot with me, right? If we had that conversation up front, you told me you needed X amount for this, I gave it to you. I'm not gonna hound you for my money. You know you owe me money. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'll go over there and turn up with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll even buy some drink. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say nothing to you, but you know what I'm saying? You and I know what's going on, in the words of 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? You and I know what the hell going on around here. But so that's my spiel about money. You know what I'm saying? I would tell most people, if this person is a good friend of yours, man, I've seen a lot of friendships and a lot of family members fall out over money getting lended out. I would be very, very careful with lending money to a friend. You know what I'm saying? That's just my advice. I know everybody says, oh no, my friend wouldn't do that. Man,
money definitely get tricky. I wouldn't give no big amount to a friend. I don't think. Like,
what's the largest amount you might give to a friend, Naomi?
Like, I don't know. I've never really had a friend ask me for money.
Look,
but
I'm gonna put
like
Naomi on blast. She can get hit up
something.
tonight. Oh, $50. Oh shit. Okay, I thought you was gonna say a couple hundred, Naomi. Shit,
a couple hundred. I don't know. What do you need money for?
Yeah, why?
No, exactly. Now I gotta answer questions.
Hold on, let me give you the story.
My rent. I need help on my rent. I'm late.
Yeah, because
I'm like,
in a situation got rent, baby. In a situation like that, ultimately, bottom line, I'm such a genuine, not genuine. I'm a genuine friend, but ultimately, I'm a generous friend. So if you would have to ever need anything, like, don't ever think twice to come to me, like, absolutely. And so, like, that's one thing. But in another instance, it might not even be a situation like that always. Because I know one year, like, for Naomi's birthday, I was like, oh yeah, period, let's get a house, and I'll go half on the house with you. It was like $175 that I put down or something, but I was like generously doing that for my friend. And just like been so many like countless situations for friends, like where I'll run up a tab and like $175 for the tab. I'm like, you guys, wallets away. So, but it's just in the name of like, I fuck with you guys. And then also one thing my family always taught me was like, it's better to be like in the position to like be lending versus to be in the position to be like, please, like, you know.
Yeah.
So as long as you're like good and like as long as you're okay, then like the more the merrier, you know.
And I'm with you because I used to have that exact mindset, Lionel, until I started lending people money on Thursday and then watching them turn up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I was saying, well, hold on, nigga, you still
you can't watch. Once you let the money go, you can't see it. You're
I'm not watching. I'm not trying to look at it, but it's all in my face. It's on my feed. Every time I go to my feed, all I see is you. And I'm thinking, well, goddamn, you know, okay, you know. And again, like I said, I'm not a hounder of my money. I'm not gonna hound you, but it's a note now. It's a mental goddamn me note.
Like dueling
up. It's a mental note. Like, bitch, you already didn't fuck. And then it's a fuck up for them because they're like, damn, I can't even ask them again for money. Like I not fucked up.
Like you're in the red box now.
That bridge is gone now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got no problem with giving to somebody in need, man. I really don't. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm cool with giving them amount I don't expect back. But god damn, no. If you got at least hit me up and be like, yo, I ain't forgot about you, cuz, or hey bro, I ain't forgot about you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Man, you don't know how far that goes with a person like me. You know what I'm saying? That goes super far because at least
the bottom line is to not take advantage of someone who's like actually.
Because now, see, I'm an old nigga, man, and I started thinking like, okay, this nigga think I'm a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pussy.
Exactly, Naomi. I start sitting around now. I'm in this house pacing around in my goddamn den. This nigga.
No, you should just take your bag and go. No, just take your bag, close your bag up, tie that bag, and walk. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna fuck out here, wrap your bag up, and go.
No, I definitely got some money loans that I wish I would have just not did.
I really wish that, like, well, no, not even wish, but whenever it comes to people who are asking for money, there definitely has to, like, you got to know how to come correct when you're asking for some money. Like, definitely need to let me know how much you need. Feel free to explain why if you want. I'm may not pressed, but
I need to know that why. But go ahead, Mom.
Just let me know also, like, when you plan. I shouldn't have to really ask you when you plan to pay me back. Like, tell me that shit off rip, because when you come in with that type of information, it's gonna be like, okay, like you got a plan, like, you know, you just kind of down bad a little bit, you see some money, but like with somebody who's like, well, yeah, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so what's the plan? Like,
right.
You just gonna take this shit and run?
Oh yeah, they'll do it.
No, they really will. They're like free money. And like, see, I don't even be asking people for money. So I don't even like know what it's like. Cause I had to grow up so many motherfuckers asking people for money. So like, bitch, who can I ask? I just get the shit.
Man, listen, I ain't too proud to say it. I went and took out multiple payday loans before I asked the motherfucker for money because I don't want to owe nobody shit.
I wouldn't do that shit.
Oh, nigga, I wouldn't. That motherfucker was like 300.
That motherfucker hitting you with interest.
That shit said 325% interest. I was like,
you better go see Lester Wallace.
Shit. I have to realize, like, just to stop like leaning on my family, like because I would just run straight to my family.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do that.
Like, no, that's still like way too dependent. Like, just cut that tie, cut all the ties to get your bag.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, I got to figure this out, man. Let me do this and let me figure this out on my own. That's just me. It ain't for it. Because trust me, man. Listen, when they came with it, when I looked at that paper and I majored in finance, well, as my minor was finance, I'm looking at this paper and that shit said. I said, this interest doesn't even make sense. So I was like, this is crazy. But F it, let's go.
Right.
We here now.
Right. Fuck it. We finna get the cash today.
Yeah, we here now. Shit.
But see, now look, I think
if I needed to take out a loan, I definitely ask somebody.
I definitely would rather, you know, I'll probably struggle a little bit before I really ask, you know, my family for some money. Cause like, honestly, I can make some shit stretch. Okay. Back from when I was like in my early 20s, like I know how to make some shit stretch. I can make $40 stretch for a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like we can make that shit work. No, maybe not.
Can.
You definitely can. Okay. You got to do what you got to do. But listen, look, sometimes back in the day, like that was what it was. So it's like, if I ever need to get back to that, like I can. I feel like those days prep me for me to not really need to ask nobody for nothing. Because at the end of the day, I'm still always get another check. One thing about me, I'm always keep a job. Definitely gonna just make sure I got a job. Like, and as long as that check come in, even if it's bi-weekly, like, okay, bet, look, we can make this shit stretch. We can make it work. Before I go and ask my family for things, I really have made it a point over several years not to like go to my family for things. And if I do, it probably would be a sibling before my parents. Like, you know, because I do have siblings. So it's like, okay, if you can help me out, even then, but even then it's like, it's been a minute since I've really had to have help like that. So it's like, you know, my friends were saying here that being able to be in that position is a blessing. Like to be able to have people even come to me like that can depend on me and feel some type of way, like, you know, whenever they need it. It's like, okay, like I am that for people. That's cool. But don't get too comfortable with that shit at the end of the day.
And it ain't nothing like having that old.
I still need my money too.
It ain't nothing like having that old hot dog water sitting up on the stove for a few days. That's
I do need my
that's when you gotta.
It's like getting a little white ring.
Yeah, a little white.
I don't know if I'll be able to revert back to those days of like the crunch time days. It's so hard. Even like when I'm like, okay, relax.
Look, okay.
Like hard. But I realize spending is like a form of like relief for me. I'm like, like let's spend some money real quick.
See, look, that's the type of shit that I be into as well. And I actually was reading about this when I was reading about my Taurus moon. That's like a trait with Taurus moons, where it's just like kind of materialistic types. Like they like to spend money, they like to have things and sentimental value when it comes to material things. So like I'm definitely that way, but like shit, I don't know, man. When it comes to giving out, that's why I said just don't get too comfortable with that shit at the end of the day.
Let's get back to Jasmine. I want to go here with Jasmine now. How do I pick up this? What do I do with this? I don't know what to do. I did something. I don't know if that worked or not. Oh, okay, there you go. Shout out to Jasmine. Because the question on the bottom of the screen is, can friends and family hold you back? Jasmine said, yes, they can. I think mentally, friends can hold you back if they aren't growing at the same rate as you. I think that also works for family, but it gets a little bit more complicated. But let's talk about that though. Like, if you have friends that you've been close with for a long time, but now where you are in your life, you just start seeing it like, man, I don't think, what I'm saying? Like the shit that they talking about or the stuff that they into, it's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like you start seeing it
align with what you got going on.
Yeah, and sometimes, I don't like to go here with the chakras a lot, but sometimes they may be having low vibration conversations. Everything about them is just low vibration. You know what I'm saying? And like you don't want to be there. You know what I mean? Like, shout out, listen, shout out to my chakra brothers and sisters out here. You know what I'm saying? These people are low vibration. Everything is negative that they come around you with, right? And you're like, yo, I don't like that energy. I don't want to be around that. You know what I'm saying? How it can be difficult to like let go of those friendships and or even a family member to like become distant from somebody that you've been close with for a long time once you're starting to realize that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all ever had anybody that y'all had to distance yourself from, you know what I'm saying? Just because of that.
Yeah. She distanced herself from me.
I'm good.
Look, I'm ducked off from everybody, okay? Don't be offensive, because I am going through a big transformation, I'm not gonna lie. And so I feel like but I don't think it's me purposely distancing myself from anybody. It's literally I'm just alone right now. Like I'm just alone right now, and like shit, y'all know what the fuck it is. All y'all gotta do is ask me to pull up, and I'll pull up. If I don't got cash,
and I feel that though.
I'll pull up. Like I'm always right there on the other side of the phone, but I'm definitely on a lot of shit, and but I feel like when it comes to if I was to be around someone who has low vibrating energy, and if it was something like, because I feel like all of my friends are still really like who they need to be and the friends that I chose, and I believe that their growth will come naturally as well. Like I don't think that me and any of my friends are just on two totally different paths, and I think there's a way to be respectful and to still like hold space for the friendship to grow. Like, because you may be growing faster right now, but who knows, like maybe in 6 months, in a year, they're gonna be growing right up with you when you thought it was something different before. So I think it would have to be individual relationships, like how you see, I don't know.
Okay. Let's go, Torian. Let me hear this little ratchetness.
What?
I'm calling him ratchet.
Oh no, Torian. We've already established that from Torian.
He runs wild.
Torian hangs around whore friends, and he. I'm playing. Go ahead, Torian.
I do though. No. I agree with Naomi. Not necessarily you have to like completely distance yourself from them, or you should always, you don't have to always automatically just distance yourself from them. take baby steps, get space, give yourself space. It's mostly about you, and your growth, like what you need for your growth. So if you need to distance yourself from them to grow, then do what you need. But some people might not need to. Some people can still grow and still like be friends with somebody who is not doing as well as them, Some people have more faith in their friends than others who might just like, this motherfucker ain't doing it for me, so I'm just drop their asses.
But hold on, friend. No, we talking about somebody you've been cool with though since elementary. Like you was finna get jumped in junior high and they stepped in and threw hands with you. I'm talking about like y'all go back. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's definitely a person that you don't necessarily just drop quickly. That's the person give the most like, okay, I'm giving you chance after chance. Come on, prove me right. Come on.
No, for real. And then I think just naturally during conversations and just being like, because I feel like if you're changing as a person, your friend is also being aware of this change as well. So you could be even opening their eyes to some different things, or because like you're still there, you're still being friends, so you are still talking and discussing about whatever, and it's giving new insights. And I think that's how
but here's what I'm saying on it. I'm going with the extreme. Like I'm with you, I feel what you're saying, but you talking to your friend and you like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm reading, you know what I'm saying, from Babylon to Timbuktu, or I'm reading whatever to like get you talking to them about like a book you read, you know what I'm saying, trying to get them to come over to you, and they tell, oh, that's what's up. Yeah, but shit, what hey, we finna go to this party tonight. It's ratchet as hell. We finna go over here, we finna turn up. We went, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they on. Like they dismissing that.
I actually kind of have a friend that is kind of like that. Like we've been friends since like 8th grade. And we did but we still talk. Like we're still friends, but we definitely just kind of grew apart. But I still didn't see the need to just like completely cut her off, because that don't help her out and it don't really do nothing for me. Like I can still talk to her, and I just know we have like different interests at this point in life. But I do see a point where she like will kind of catch up, I guess, in a way. Like I don't think she'll be on the same shit forever. Like she's just kind of going through some shit and just kind of living her life, like living the life she didn't get to live when we was younger, when I was living that life. So it's just different timing for everybody.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, because only extreme instance I can see myself stop talking to somebody if they was like a friend who was just like always on some bull, like just like constantly like in jail or something, like just I'm like, come on now, like
what you got people going to jail, Tori?
No, but I feel that though.
But is that holding you back? Is it holding you back having to help your friend every weekend because she can't stop fighting people, or
not fighting,
or getting too drunk?
She can't stop stabbing motherfuckers. She can't stop shouting through your knees.
Okay, no.
But see, look, I had a situation like that though before. Whenever I was like 20 years old, 21, 22, like I was younger, and it was like I had a friend that was on that type of time where it's like they were just, wanting to pop Zans and drink lean and like do shit. And it's just like, yeah, we're cool as fuck. We're like friends. But like, honestly, like I see the path that this shit is going down, and you already getting caught up with this shit. Like, if that's the type of time you want to continuously be on. And we even, one of his friends actually had gotten killed on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had to separate myself from that situation. Like, unfortunately, yeah, I love you. You're my friend. And like, we're cool. We're friends. Like, but I still have to look out for me too. Like, what were you trying to be on? I can't be on that type of time all the time. And if that means I can't really hang around you, then that's just what it needs to be. And I mean, that's just how it is sometimes, because some people will not change. Some people will continue on that path that they want to be on. And it's like, if that's not for you, then you have every right to not go along with it and let that person hold you back, because you will. Like one day you're gonna end up caught up. Now we getting pulled over for whatever, because I'm still fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. So I definitely feel that. I mean, as an adult now, it's like I don't think it's necessarily, it's not a necessary thing to cut the person off, but definitely if you feel like you need to distance yourself from a person, like then do that. You know what I'm saying? Like then
You know what's funny, Mo? And me and my home, I got a group of homeboys. I got like 2 sets of homeboys. I got a set of homeboys from college that I play ball with, that are my brothers, and I got a group of homeboys that I grew up with, like in Houston, from the time we was like, some of us in elementary, most of us in junior high till now, right? And so my homeboys from the H is funny because when we all get together, it's like 8 of us, between like 6 and 8 of us, right? When we all get together, we don't even talk about it. I don't know if they even realize it. If they watch it right now, they're gonna laugh like a motherfucker when I say this. Without even realizing it, we all do something naturally because we all know what time it is, right? When we all are going places, there's this car, everybody smokes weed. This car, nobody smokes weed. Everybody naturally knows. Like there is never any like intermixing of the like everybody knows who they gonna ride with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we finna go over here. Who you ride? Oh yeah, I'm riding with there's always a weed car and a non-weed car. Every time.
I don't think it's ever been a non-weed car in my friend crew.
We always got this is the weed car, this is the non-weed car.
I'm like me now, mine is a non-weed car now. Ever since I
got everybody's been so mad at you. They like,
no, like for real.
We're not riding with Mo. She's been fucking up the party because she won't let us smoke in her car.
Yeah, that night that Tony wanted to ride with all of us, he was like, I'm gonna go ride with them. I said, okay. Because we wasn't smoking in my shit. No, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we always got these 2 cars.
Sorry, the only time I do is if I'm going out of town. That's the only time.
But the funny thing is though, like it's been like that since we were in high school. It was always a weed car and a non-weed car, and we just like meet up at the same. Like we would leave from the same house, get in a separate 2 cars, and meet up at the same place. And like we all just understood that, like, yo, we were all like super close, super. You know, those are my brothers. But like everybody had like some people like. These cats like love to smoke their weed. These cats was like, I'm cool. I don't need the weed. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like everybody was cool.
No, I'm like, because I have no idea how that could feel. Because I'm like, we are literally all smoking. Like, and there's gonna be blunt. You're just gonna have to know that there's gonna be blunt smoked in. Yeah, each car that's going. Like, we all be having our own session.
Always have had a weed
on our way
card
to the session.
I was always the person in the middle because I was always the person that was like, I don't gotta smoke weed. Yeah, I was always like, I don't gotta smoke weed, but if you pass it to me, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna turn it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga.
I'm like, see, I don't like niggas like you.
I'm that
trying to get by on the free puffs. Like, I'm like, look, I'm calm about a lot of things, but I will pull niggas' cars over that weed.
Well, I didn't ask you to pass it to me, Naomi. Like, but if
I
you
will pull car, and I won't. Look,
if you do,
I'm like, you don't got nothing to put in. Like, we all got blunts. No, I may be generous, but. You said what?
You took the blunt from Devon one time.
I remember that. Tori was at that party too. Yeah. Because y'all passed it to that nigga. And I don't know who the fuck passed it to him.
I think it was probably Torian. I knew not to pass it. And Naomi thought that he had it.
Got that boy embarrassed.
Can I get my blunt back?
Like, no, because.
Oh, he had them vacuum lungs.
No, like, don't be trying to smoke my shit. I know how you niggas be at the parties, but I was watching my shit. And so now, give me my motherfucking.
Here go Naomi pass. She be like,
I know who the fuck I'm passing it to. You better pass it back.
Not my friends.
If I pass you a joint, better pass it back. That's a 2 chain line, bitch. Like,
if it's not just my friends, I'm not passing the blunt where it can get handed to.
No, because it won't be all the way on the other side of the party. That's back. Gone. Like, you let it out, it's gone. It's gone now.
So now, hold on. So now we found out from Naomi that she is very free with her money. She'll lend you her money.
I don't play about my bitch. Don't touch it. All right, don't touch it. I don't like that.
Not her weed. Don't play with Naomi's weed because that's when you get the issue at right there.
No,
okay, but no, let's get back to what Jasmine was talking about though, like about outgrowing, like, because that could be, man, listen, outgrowing a friend mentally can be a real, because like some people get married before, like if you're the first person in your crew to get married, that's always like an interesting step.
Or the last, like me.
Or the last, right? Like it's interesting because, like, you know, once you get married or you got somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, when we hitting you up, I can't turn up every time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe most of the time, but not every time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know, goddamn, I got kids. I got, you know what I'm saying, a wife, a husband, whatever at the crib.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the friendships.
What you mean? Expand on that.
Like if y'all for real friends, then they shouldn't care as much. And also you should be able to make time for your friends if those are your for real friends.
Yeah, but how much time can you make though, right? Because like they single.
They shouldn't be acting like you're single. Like they shouldn't expect you to have all the time in the world for them because they know.
Yeah, no, that's true.
They know your life is different now. Like it's not just you.
Yeah, but like after a while though, like if you are super committed and like you really enjoy your family, like you become somebody that like a fun Saturday is like, you know, going to fucking what's the damn the one store where you got like all the home decor. What's the name of that store?
Oh my gosh, like Home Goods or something.
Yeah, what's it called?
Home Goods?
Not Home Goods. What's the damn name of the store?
Pier 1? I don't know.
Yeah, like you going like to Pier 1 or some shit like that. Like that's a fun Saturday. Like yeah, me and my wife, we going to goddamn.
That just means
Target. That's what Target.
Nah, man, I'm just saying. Trust me, you get to a point to where you with your lady and like, yo, what you finna do on a Saturday? We finna go shopping and then we finna go get something to eat, and that's a fun ass Saturday. We turned up now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that because I've went through a phase of feeling like that about like two of my closest friends from back home, where it's like I just feel like we on the same path, but like our paths are just different at the same time. Like theirs is just like they didn't start they're not married, they got start their families, and I'm still sitting here like the fun going out friend. Like none of my like friends back home is going out as much as I am still. But it's because we all got different priorities. Like I don't have no other like worries. I don't have to worry about no kids, no spouse. So my life is completely different from theirs, and sometimes I feel like it creates a little distance, but not like a malicious distance. It's just like I can't just always like be so quick to hit them up first. And sometimes they may feel like a type of way about like that I don't talk to them as much anymore, or vice versa, you know. But I think we all have an understanding of like that's just the way our paths are going, and it don't deteriorate from our friendship or like the time that we had, the experience that we had together. But it is changed. It is different.
It's different, yeah. Yeah, it's different.
It's a natural distance.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about, like, cause you know, I've had a lot of like best friends. When I think about like the best friends I've had at stages in my life, like from elementary school and middle school and high school and still now, like any of those friends, like my best friends from like middle school and younger, like there was nothing, even though we were on different paths, I don't think like it was so natural. Like we just went our different ways without it being like some heartbreaking thing or like some bad thing. It was just like, you know, things are different now. And there should always be enough love if there was a friendship. And I have experienced really great friends. Like you see my friends right here. Like these are literally some of my closest friends. Like
sorry to hear that. Go ahead.
I'm like, not Roy. He doesn't believe in platonic friendships.
No, sir. That doesn't exist. That's a facade.
That's crazy.
That's a facade.
He's problematic.
We'll have to get into that.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, he's problematic.
We'll talk about that later. Trust me, these niggas want to have sex. But go ahead. Go ahead.
No way. But yeah, like I think even if I did have to let a friend go, it wouldn't be any bad blood. Like it would just have to be a natural distance. Like, and I'm kind of at a point where I'm not even drinking like that, right? And so like But for years, like that's how me and my friends have been connecting. Like we've been going out, we've been getting fucked up, but I'm not getting fucked up no more. Like, nigga.
And trying to find that transition from going from that to like, you know, just basically that's kind of why you want to keep your distance at times, because it's like I really just want to be on some Misha. And that's like I was thinking about that video of Issa Rae where she's like, it's feeling like me season. It's feeling like me season right now. And it's like that's so real. So it's like I don't even really need all the extra energy around me. Like I'm really just working on some me shit right now. But even if it is something that we're gonna like kind of come apart a little bit, like I think distancing yourself from those friends, it needs to be okay. Like let it be okay, because even then it may not even be something personal to that friend. It's like, you know, it's just not something for me. This is just not what I need right now. Like,
right.
But how long?
People definitely take things personally. Huh?
How long should your me season be? Because I feel like mine's is
as long as I feel like it's necessary. Honestly,
no, I feel like I'm in my second year of me season.
Like this is me season. I don't have like as long as it needs to be until I get my shit together, like fully together to where it's like I'm really, you know, where I need to be, where I'm at peace and all types of shit. But like that's, you know, and it's okay to be in your own season. If you want to be in me season too, then that's cool too. I think it's definitely a way to also still be in me season and worrying about yourself and you know, building yourself and still having others around you, you know, if you have a significant other and things like that. Like I do, you know, it's like I can still grow in our relationship and I'm still growing individually, and it's important to have a partner at that point, if you're in one of those situations, to have a partner that is willing to let you grow individually and will be open to that because they're doing the same thing on their end. And that's the most beautiful portion of it, is just like being able to grow as myself still. I don't have someone like, you know, influencing me, telling me, no, like you need to this and you need to that. No, it's like, do your shit because you got it. Like, and if you keep pushing the way you do, then you'll keep going. But like if you don't have people around you, people that are holding you back, definitely have that, you know, discernment when it comes to the people, like, you know, in your life. If it's someone that's genuinely trying to hold you back because of their own shit going on, their own stuff that they have to deal with, and, you know, trying to keep you in that same space because of that, that's selfishness at that point. You need to be able to recognize that at the same time, you know, like that's going to make it easier. I think that'll make it easier to like distance yourself as well. Cause it's like, people understand when things change too. Like I feel like even though it may not be spoken, like people understand when your relationship changes. Like it can be a conversation, it can be an event, it can be just the distance itself. That it's like, okay, this isn't what it used to be, so let me not treat it as such. You know what I'm saying? So, not sure if that makes any sense. This
No,
like
you make a lot of sense, because like that's the main thing, is that like, man, when stuff changes, when people are starting to grow, and sometimes, man, listen, what I always say, like, you know, you got a real friend where like you ain't talked to that friend, or y'all ain't seen each other in months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years. But when y'all see each other, y'all basically just pick right back up where y'all left off from. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
the best relationships.
Yeah, now you gotta. That's like a real more effort that you rocking with now, right?
Yeah. Because like anybody who's gonna be like,
whoa, hold on. I don't like the little laughing going on between.
Right. I'm talking about me.
No, because I said that's a long time to go without just no words at all. Like if that, to me in my head, if I don't talk to one of my friends for like 2 years, we're not really friends no more. Or like not in a bad way.
Oh, you said 2 years. I didn't hear the 2 years.
I have to say
2 years. Goddamn.
But I have to say though,
I'm like, even the 6 months is kind of long.
It is.
But I have a friendship like that though, because it's like, this is someone who I used to be best friends with when I was in like elementary school. When I was telling you that I was commenting on the show that one night.
Oh yeah.
And like I'll go long periods of time without talking to her. Like, and it honestly had been about a year since I spoke to her the last time, like when she actually came on the show. But it's like, that's kind of just our friendship at this point. Like, we're still the same, like love, as though like we were still in like the second, third, fourth grade. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still that same type of love there, but it's like it's not mandatory that we're just always talking and communicating. But when we do click and we do connect, it's like, okay, we're back to what it is. Right. And I think that is the markings of like a true friendship, because at the end of the day, we all have lives, we all have shit going on, we all have problems. We all have family things. We all have everything. You know, everything that's going on with me, I know could potentially be going on with everybody here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you do have to be considerate of that at the end of the day. It can feel lonely. I don't think anything prepares adults for loneliness, like true loneliness. But like when it comes to your friends, like to be able to have those friendships where it's like it's not pressed, because you have to also come into a mature mindset where it's like I can't just think that, oh, they're just not talking to me because of me. Like you don't know what your friends be going through. Like they may not
Right.
speak on everything. You know what I'm saying? They may not speak on the problems that's happening or in front of them, or like the family stuff that's happening, because it's not necessary to talk about. But like that's a selfish standpoint that a lot of people like sit in, is like, oh, they're just not talking to me because they're mad or because they don't, you know, want to be my friend no more. Like really, actually I was going through something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something I'm trying to teach myself, like regularly, you know, it's not to feel so lonely when it comes to like those around me, because everybody's going through their stuff. Everyone's
Right.
dealing with something at the end of the day. So it's like to have those friends where it's like we can come in and we ain't seen each other in a few months, cool, but still, it's still love at the end of the day. Like those are healthy friendships, I feel like, because at that point, y'all understand each other. Y'all understand that, like, okay, you can't talk to me every waking moment. You can't FaceTime me every day. That's okay. Like,
Right, I definitely agree, because I definitely just talked to some of my old like high school friends, um, and we were just talking about how like we need to like hang out, like have like a reunion, because we had some good times together. Like we had some great
yeah,
times together. Like in high school, we was in a pre-college program together, so we was just like living the best life. And I don't, I
Oh, y'all
really,
were trying to be smart. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I really don't talk to them like that. Like, and we all done went down different paths. Like, I think out of that whole like little close friends that we had, only two of us now don't have kids. And I was just like, well,
yeah,
y'all need to find some babysitters, because like when we do that, because like we need to like have fun. So I definitely think it, and it will be like a difference between friendships, but that don't mean they still not my friend. Like I would
Right.
not call them a best friend or like a
yeah,
close friend, but they still my friend. You know,
You're
like
right. Right.
I don't even want to
right,
burn no bridges. So I mean, as long as we had good times and we still could connect, and still when we meet up, it could be like time wasn't lost. You know,
Just
like
pick right back up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just pick
yeah,
right back up, and like that's a beautiful thing to where like you just pick right back up and y'all have fun and y'all can talk about, man, you okay, man? Yo, how's the family? The family good, man? Everything all right? Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. And we just keep, you know what I'm saying, keep rocking, because you know it's interesting when dealing with friends and family, man. They can be such a um. This is just my belief. I believe that most people, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, would like, I'm not saying that they need it, but they would like for their friends and family to give them a what's the word I'm looking for here? Like a void of, like a thumbs up, and like what they're doing, like yo, Mo, you
yeah.
doing a good job. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Mo,
a stamp of approval almost.
yeah, like some approval. Like, yo, Mo, you on the right path. Yo, Lionel,
Yeah,
everything you got going on, like you good. Like I don't even know if that's a conscious thing that we do,
mm-hmm.
right? But maybe it's a subconscious thing that like we just want to, like, maybe just some reassurance. And it's not from every family member or every friend, but everybody has that, like, that one family member that they really rock with, that uncle, that aunt. Maybe it's a parent, maybe it's an older brother, a younger brother, you know what I'm saying, a sibling, you know what I'm saying, somebody that, like, you know, that you talk to a lot, that you just kind of, but like at the same time, you might get to a point to where, man, you feel like what's going on in your life right now, maybe they're bringing you down. We ain't talked about this. Sometimes, man, you could have haters amongst you,
Oh,
in
we
your
spoke about
family,
it.
in your friend group. Somebody that, like,
We trying to speak with
they're,
your man. Yes.
no, I'm not talking about that, Torian. Damn.
We talk about the face of the family.
No, Torian. Jesus
Husband.
Christ.
Why would you sleep with my husband?
Jesus. I'm
I'm
just talking
dead.
about somebody. I'm talking about those people who they, they can't be happy for like your success if they're not experiencing the same thing, right?
They not
Yeah,
happy themselves. They don't got experience.
Right. That's what it really is about. Like, they're not happy in themselves.
yeah,
So like if Mo hits somebody up like, girl, you would never. I just got a promotion in my job. They're not really happy for you in that, right? And you can sense it in
yeah,
what they start talking about, because they're like, oh, that's what's up. well, shit. So they go into something else real quick. You're like, well, damn, okay, shit, okay.
Right? They take it to them. They be like, yeah, but I'm finna move up on my job too. Like I'm finna be like, okay, let me have my praise. Like, just praise me instead of like.
But it's like it takes a certain type of mindset for a person to like overlook their own things. Like you have to be in a certain type of personality, certain type of mindset, and like a level of growth to get to that point. Because people are always, those who may feel like they're underachieved may feel a little bit envious towards those, around them. And it's not even just something that's like personal. It's just like, damn, like I just really want to get where I'm supposed to go. But for someone to kind of like, I'll be able to overlook that, that's the real right there. Like where you can like overcome those things and be like, I'm still happy for my friend regardless. Like that's really the mindset that you have to keep. Because otherwise you're gonna be miserable in your mind and your heart. Shit.
And it's funny because a lot of people now, if you don't know, and shout out to I'm not hating on the Breakfast Club, right? But a lot of people started listening to the Breakfast Club over the last few years. So they don't know Charlamagne's whole history, right? And this is not to take to shit on Charlamagne. I wish, but Charlamagne used to have some wild ass sayings that he would say on air.
No, because he has cleaned up his act. Right?
Super
like he's writing books and shit.
Yeah, he's super trying to clean it up.
No, because I remember when I was in college, like I'd be riding fucking to UH. I always listen to Breakfast Club in the morning because they got it on 93.7 here. And so
he used to say two things I'm gonna bring up right now. He used to say one, this was wild shit. He used to say, I can't wait to sell out because that means somebody wants to buy in. I'm not making that up. That was him saying it. I can't wait to sell out. Damn. He's like, oh, because people be like, oh man, you a sellout. He'd be like, oh, I can't wait to sell out because that means somebody trying to buy in.
That's very honest.
That's what he used to say. And then he used to have this other saying where he would say, I wish you well. I just wish me better. And I always listen. Some people like that. I always thought that was weird. To say, yo, Lionel, I wish you well, fam. I just wish me better. Like, I don't know. To me, that's like some weird energy to give out. They're like, yo, I'm wishing you well, but I want to do better than you, though. Like, that's
just don't wish for me at all. Just keep
it. Right.
Don't wish for me.
That's crazy, right? Like, I wish you well. I just wish me better. Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is weird, but I do understand it.
Oh shit, Torian super
Aquarius.
It's more so just I feel like it's you want to believe in yourself, like that you can like become like the top person, or not necessarily that I want to wish you like saying that like yo, my better is like any much higher than yours. It's just I'll probably want to be the one who can like help you out if you ever need it. Like I just want to make myself.
It's just giving selfish. Yeah, it's just giving selfish. Like it's you over everybody instead of like us just all being here good. Right. Like that's what it could easily be. Like I want all of us to be great, outstanding.
That's it.
That's not I got to be better than you. I got to be better off than you.
Yeah. Courtney Jackson in the chat said those are honest sayings and honestly how a lot of people
facts feel. But we also know a lot of people got problems.
No, those are very problematic sayings. Like those are, but he was
it's definitely a very honest saying for a lot of people.
Cockroach of a person. He was a person. So it's just like
if the saying I can't wait to sell out because that means somebody wants to buy in. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That says a lot.
That's crazy.
No, it literally says
like that would let me know that because then that says I know everything I need to know at this point.
Yeah.
Period.
Because you're saying that like you can't wait to sell out, nigga. Like what?
Okay. Sell out in what way though?
What do you mean?
Look,
Torian funny as well.
Problematic as Charlamagne.
It's a horrible like facade of like money to think that like it's like it's just a horrible facade to think that doing anything that you wouldn't do but you'll do it for money is just like. But then I guess we all sell out because we all work.
Right.
Don't remind me.
It depends on what level you're talking about selling out on, right?
We talking about like I'm gonna tell the feds on my friend if they go pay me. That's selling out. I would not do that.
Okay.
Hold on. For how
Uh-oh.
much money, Torian? I'm talking about if they tell you that they're gonna give you 500 million, all you gotta do is tell us what Lionel did.
I'm like Naomi upstairs smoking some weed.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
Go get her right
No,
now.
that nigga was sell out.
Only way I would sell out if my friend was crazy.
He would say that shit for 5
Now
minutes.
my friend was crazy. I would just act like that number didn't even exist. I would just act cause like my life as it
Like,
is,
not you cooperating, nigga.
like everything's fine. Like it's okay. You can.
Hold on. Let me say this because Courtney Jackson is talking in the same spirit as Torian right now. He says, "Is it really problematic for me to want to finish first, but also, I'm guessing he's saying also, but also want you to finish second right there with me." Yes, that's problematic. Like, what the fuck?
What is the places matter?
Yeah,
like
why are we
what's
talking
the
about places?
competition?
It's
Like,
okay.
what is it really?
It's okay to feel that way, I guess. But at the end of the day, bitch, keep it to yourself. Don't wish for me, and just I'm gonna see you at the top. Hopefully, you win, bitch. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna be better. But
And understand this, Courtney.
At the end of the day, just keep it to yourself. Save that energy because you're gonna need it. And yeah, I'll see you at the finish line.
Understand this:
Oh,
when
that's
Lionel
fine.
starts calling you a bitch, that means he means that shit.
Well, it's not to you personally. It's just to
Oh
the
no, it's not to him personally, but
it's to the
when,
competitive energy.
when
That's
you
a lot
start
of people
saying
feel this way.
when you start using the word bitch, that means you really that means that you're being definitive in what you're saying right now.
Absolutely.
So he means that, sir. So to hell with you, Courtney. First of all, shit.
No, it's really not to him. It's really
no, it's to him. Now, you're not saying it. I'm saying it. God damn it. It's to him. To hell with you, Courtney.
Because it's the mindset of competitiveness, which is ultimately competitiveness is like an inferior type of mindset.
Yeah.
Like
always...
when you understand when you understand who and what the fuck you are as an entity and as a person, as a being, you don't move like that. Like you don't there's nothing to compete with unless you're talking to yourself and say, what were you doing yesterday versus today? Like otherwise it's not a matter of like this other person and I gotta wish them at least a little bit less than me. That's crazy.
Okay, listen, let me take a minute right now. Everybody look at
that's if you want to turn it into this, then
everybody look at your bottom right hand square. We're gonna put a Cash App on the screen because we're gonna get my sister a new chair. That's what we're gonna do. We finna get a new chair.
Why would you say
for
that?
my sister Naomi? We are not.
Wow.
We are not gonna.
That's a wish you better.
Look, man,
I'm being
that's
that
the
friend.
effects of having an Aries son. My son be fighting this
Naomi
shit.
saying no matter what chair he gonna tear it up.
No, this chair for sure. I'm like, he been beating this chair ass for.
I'm fucking with him. I always fucking up about that chair. But no, listen, I just think it's weird to say that like hey, yo, I wish you good, man. I just wish myself better. Like, because to me, life isn't a competition, right? I'm not in competition with anybody else in life. I'm just like living my life. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever that leads me to, that's where I go. That's what was predetermined for me, right? But like, I'm not in a competition. I'm not looking over at Lionel and saying, shit, okay, this nigga Lionel, oh, that nigga got that. What kind of car he just got? Shit, okay, let me step my game up. No, that doesn't motivate me, right?
Yeah, that's a Caucasic mindset. That like want to be first, like that got to be on top. Like that's the white man in your head, okay? And black people,
shit,
you need
let's
to get
go there.
Out.
Oh yeah, we fundraising for a new chair, nigga. You gonna support black business? Shit.
Send it. Send it.
I feel like with that whole
Look,
is that
it's my Cash App. That's what I'm finna put. Y'all be putting y'all
Put your Cash App in the chat. But go ahead, Torian. What was you saying, Torian?
I said in that whole thing. I mean, everything is for me is subjective. So even if someone was to tell me that, I'm like, well, that's subjective because like your better is different from my better. You know, like your better might be having like all the nice cars, big house, but my better might be me having like a solid friend group, me like being able to experience life fully in my happiness. You know, so like you may feel like you doing better than me, but in my mindset, I'm doing way better than you because I have all the love I can get versus
that's why this is it's an endless, pointless, never. It's a pointless conversation. That conversation should never be had. That's why like competition. This is a figment of a weak hoe's mind. Like these sorts of conversations should not exist. What should be existing is like the sharing of happiness, the sharing of Poppington, and like the sharing of just like greater vibes and what you have, the abundance, and like the life you're creating. And like that's where the like smiles meet. Smiles don't meet at like, oh yeah, looking over your shoulder and trying to like measure up with somebody. Like that's so exhausting. Like even thinking about that makes me tired.
Yeah, listen, one thing I've never done in my life is like look at anything that anybody, any family member, any friend has attained in life and been envious of it. I've always been like, yo, that's dope. Yo, bro, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm super support. Like I'm the motherfucker. Like if you hit me up that like you got a promotion, you got a raise, you throwing a party, or you want me to come to your, you bought a new house, you got a house one party. I'm pulling up like, yo, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I've never saw things in that way, that this is like a competition in any way at all. I don't feel threatened by anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like to Lionel's point, like I'm comfortable in my own skin, number one. And number two, what makes me happy is the thing that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like
the beautiful part about that too is like on the bright side from that, because then there is envy and jealousy, but then there's like inspiration, which I love. Like I get inspired all the time by people, from all types of people. You never know who's gonna inspire you. And like people just doing this like that, or saying this, or just having this mannerism or energy, like I get inspired all the fucking time based on people being themselves mainly. So it's like that's why it's so important to like be yourself and not be out here like comparing, because then oh yes, it's never ending.
but you get them family members though that'll say, Naomi, I don't know why you got that big old house. You gonna be able to clean that whole house now? God,
right.
Dang.
You
know
ain't
I got family like that. I'm like, I actually fuck with my blood family. So.
I don't.
Talk that talk, Torian.
I got family who I definitely know preyed on some downfalls. Who not so happy. I have cousins who like I just thought so highly of, and then I found out they were just talking like the maddest shit about me, and like it just broke my heart to hear that, because I like thought so highly of them for so long, and I'm like, damn, what is it? And I come to realize as I got older, it was all because my dad had money, and then like when they would ask for money, he wouldn't give it to them, and so like they couldn't do nothing about him, so they go come at the kids, so they gonna start talking shit about us. And I had one cousin tell my little cousin who I was hanging out with when I would come like back from college in the summer, they're like, why are you hanging out with Torian? He gonna turn you gay. You gonna be gay like him. Like what? Like what's going on? Like you was at one point my favorite cousin, and now like it's all this going on. Like
yeah, and that I don't think that's the way it works. I don't think that's the way it works, right? You can't.
That's like so offensive of a thing. Like I'm sure you still like feel how that made you feel. Like that's like a horrible thing to say, especially knowing how you regarded that person. But at the same time, like whether you still have the love for that person now after that or not, like you're okay, and like you still are able to rise and like find your happiness and like smile. But it's just crazy because you put weight on people. But that's reality. Like life will show you that this person might not be who you thought, you know. And so like that's okay too. And so like just hear that and like okay, but like are you able to meet them where they are and still like for what you are though? So I can like meet you there and I still have love. But like to you have to like let the guards down or like let these expectations down that we have for people, and then still meet them where they are because like there's still love there. We just be expecting so much more.
Yeah, and it's still a connection there. But because like when you were saying that, it made me think of an issue that I did have with my cousin, like, and that shit really like had me not fucking with my cousin for a little minute. Like we're just now really back to where I could look at him and shit.
yeah.
It's still like but that's family for you, like,
but that happens
because it is love, and then like, because it's just like, damn, we got the same grandma, like, nigga, if we go to our grandma's house, we pulling up to the same spot. Like,
let me ask you this, Naomi, because like you've been like the one that's like super into like family, like out of everybody, right? Like, are you one of those people who say that like, no matter what, like these are my family members, so like I got to like have a relationship with these people because this is my family?
I don't know if it's like a got to. Like, for me, it's just what it is. Like, I just came up loving my family. Like, so it's not really a hard thing to do. And that's not to say like, and I live like out of state for most of my family. And like, and I never even got to grow up with them in San Antonio. Like, I was a transplant to San Antonio. My people are not from Texas. Like,
Well,
so
listen, I don't even know. Watch this. I don't know where your people from, but I know that all black people come from Mississippi. That's all I know. But go ahead.
Nope.
Don't worry about it. You got Mississippi roots. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
I did.
Besides mine.
All black people come from Mississippi.
Besides me.
At some point, we're gonna get to Mississippi with you, Lionel. Don't worry about it. We'll get there.
I'm like,
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Shit, trust me. Once you start going through the South, Louisiana, Tennessee, all that shit, because like it's motherfuckers that don't even consider Texas the South, which is some wild shit.
What?
Consider what the South?
They don't consider Texas the South.
So what is Texas?
I don't know. I don't shit. Texas. But
that
it's
Midwest, I think.
Yeah, it's people that consider Texas.
There's no way they would think Texas is the Midwest. That's crazy.
I'm telling you,
That's
what we're considered in like basketball conferences. Shit.
I'm telling, yeah.
The Midwest.
It's people
who cares about basketball.
I would fight.
I'm just saying, look.
I'm telling you,
I'm bad at geometry. Y'all can't talk to me about that.
What I'm telling y'all is, if you talk to people from like Mississippi, from Florida, they consider like Florida, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana.
Everything to the right of us, they consider the South.
Everything to the right of Texas, they consider the South.
No shade. We don't listen to Floridians and Mississippians.
Now, if you're talking about a very particular South, then yes, y'all take that. But like, I think we're definitely still South.
But that was why we started repping third coast.
South. I don't know.
Nah, that was why in the 90s, early 2000s, we started.
We are the fucking dirty South. Do not play with us.
That's why we started saying third coast in Houston, because we was like, yo, you got the West Coast, the East Coast. That's why everybody in Houston and Texas started saying third coast, because niggas in the South wasn't really embracing us like that. So we're like, well, fuck it, we the third coast then. Fuck it.
South Coast, Southern Coast.
Yeah, we just be the South Coast. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you got to come through Texas to like, you know what I'm saying, if you're in this water. But anyway, that's a different story for a different time. But
man, they know what the fuck when they think. Okay, no.
Shout out to Pimp C, because Pimp C got on Atlanta's ass when he was still alive. Pimp C said, "Man, when you go to Atlanta, when you go to Georgia, man, that shit is East Coast time. That shit ain't even Central time, nigga. You on the East Coast, goddamn."
Exactly.
Shout out to Pimp C. Shout out to the pimp. Long live the pimp. But okay.
And that's just a fact, though. That's just like literally a fact.
That shit is literally got to change your watch.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you literally got to change your watch out there.
Literally a fact.
How you gonna argue with him? Like, don't do it. No, period.
You go over there, you got to change your watch. Don't get, unless you got a Rolex. Shout out to my nigga Rolex Risky. Unless you got a Rolex, that shit, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's a different story for y'all. You know, so well, I'll educate y'all on that.
I'm like, no, for real, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a Rolex, yeah, man. You dig. But
it's just time zones.
Yeah, that shit don't TikTok, it just slide. But
no, that's right.
But no, we're talking about like if you got a family member, like people that you've just outgrown in your life, right? And it could be over anything. And I'm not saying like, when I say the word outgrown, I don't want people out there that's listening to like get the wrong idea. I'm not saying that like you think that quote unquote you're better than them. I'm just saying that like y'all just grown. Maybe I should say grown apart, right? Because they've went one way in their development and you went somewhere different. And so now y'all have grown apart, and that happens in relationships, man. I know people who were together for years and end up like splitting up, getting divorced, or just not being together anymore because over time they've just grown apart, and that happens. Like as life happens and experiences happen to you in life, some people go one way, some people go another. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of life sometimes. You know what I mean?
I could speak to that too. Well, like even just like because me and my older sister on my mom's side, I just truly feel like we've grown apart. Like, and I feel like I had to separate myself from her because she was just doing a whole bunch of bull. From like the crazy antics on Facebook to the like the subliminal shots throwing on. It was all like a whole Facebook mess. It's like she doing all the subliminal stuff, and then it was like attacking the people who I feel like helped us out the most, who always loved us the most, like. And just the way she just was moving, it was just I just had to separate myself from her, and it would be times I would feel bad, especially after our mom died, where I'm like, damn, how am I gonna feel like to know that like I literally do not talk to her at all. Like I maybe talk to her maybe twice a year, and that's probably just my birthday, her birthday, or maybe like the holidays. But it's like just a text. It's never like a phone call. It's never like a full conversation. It's just literally like. Hi, bye. You know, and even like recently, she tried to like reach out and do little stuff, but like I just honestly don't yearn a relationship. I just do not like care to like hang out with her, spend time with her. And I be feeling bad because I be watching shows and shit, and I be like, damn, like look at these siblings, like, and I just know I don't feel that same thing as them, but like I feel like she made the bed, now she's got to lie in it. Like she
forever.
No, I'm like, damn, because it's still gonna be your sister.
It
like,
could be forever. Honestly,
she might have been going through some stuff. Like
I don't know, but at the same time, I was going through stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. But you need to have a conversation, and like you have to be able to respond to some shit. But if you're not ready, you're not ready. But I feel like you may change later. You may change later. I hope it's not too late, actually, because I think it is like, you know, this is the person you tied to by blood, so you can really just have a different connection. But I feel like,
that's what I was trying to ask you a minute ago, Naomi. See, here she go. Here you go with this blood ties stuff, Naomi.
I guess so, but I'm like, cause for me, like when I came up around my family, like these are the people that I've literally known the longest in my life since I came into knowing. Like these are the people I knew. Like this is literally what was known to me. But I know a lot of people aren't always that close, so I feel like when you don't have that closeness, it can, you know, that shit can easily be broken. Like as if, you know, but like no. Like we still finna see each other for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like we still finna link up. Like we're still gonna.
I do think it's a little different because Torian is saying a sister. Like that's super close, right? That's not a cousin. That's a sister. That's very close.
Mm-hmm. Why it's necessary no matter what.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm saying. But like again, listen, man. I tell everybody all the time, like you can't tell somebody when they. Everybody's gonna have their own time frame for things, right? So Torian is not ready right now. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not a matter of when.
Yeah,
it's a matter of love. It's a matter
of. But like, I would say this though. I don't think Torian's. I don't like to always say things in right and wrong, but I'm gonna say it in this instance. I don't think that he's quote unquote wrong, right, for not wanting to like foster that relationship right now. I think he's totally within his right. You know what I'm saying? Like if he don't feel like that time is right now, do you?
Okay, so Torian, and so that's valid. But as like when I lost my mom, right, a couple of years ago, I had family that I grew up with since a baby. Like to Naomi's point, like family, like, and you regard them so high. And in that moment, in my darkest time, is when they turned on me, kind of betrayed me in like ways that I could never have even predicted. But like ultimately, what I had to process was like, damn, this hurts, but like that doesn't really matter. Like at this, I had so much going on, and like I do have like a family, kids, and shit. So I had to really still like recognize a way to like see how that doesn't really affect me, and like it's just my feels that I have to get over. But then come back to the point of like now, full circle, like I love them still and like have them in my lives. Just like that doesn't change the past, but ultimately like it's a matter of like healing for yourself, which you still get to decide what that looks like and how close or far that is. But like it is a matter of being hurt, and like it's a hurt response to like even like you know distance and push away. So in terms of healing, I always say like come back to that point and just look at it, and whatever that looks like, you get to decide.
Hold on, before anybody say anything.
What?
Hold on. So I'm logged into the show's IG page, right? So I just jumped on here. I like to jump on the IG just to see, because sometimes stuff will break, right? News will break. Some random rapper will get shot. So I like to jump on there to see like what's going on before we like, niggas die. So I jump on this shit, right? And I'm not making this up. The thing at the top of my feed is this nigga Torian. Like I jump on here, like the first thing I see. Hold on, this is the first thing I see when I jump on here. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, hold on, Torian turning up out here in these streets. He out here in these fitting rooms turning the hell up. Shout out to Torian. Goddamn. Okay,
go
ahead.
check it out. Eyes run wild.
Shout out to Torian. Shout out to that. What's the name of the? Hold on. What is that bag called with the T? What's the design? I forgot the black design. What's
Telfar, you know.
There you go. Shout out to
L in there.
I see the bag is always in full display range.
Yes.
You dig.
And
you got a little one. Hold on, you got a little one now too?
Hell yeah.
Man, I got so many of them.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go
You
ahead.
do got hella. You bought some since they upped the price on them?
Had they upped the price on them?
I think they did.
Well, I don't know. I haven't bought none since I got my back.
Torian said the money in the thing for you, Torian. Go ahead, ball out.
I do need to. I said after I got my black one, that was my last one. But now I need a cream one.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get that cream one once it come out, once it drop. I contemplate getting this chocolate one because I like my small chocolate, but I was like, oh, I could do a medium chocolate, but I didn't do it because I've been spending too much money on shoes. Honestly, I just bought like 2 pairs of Yeezys.
Damn.
Dunks, some other shoes.
You ain't getting the bag out here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been hitting these shoe apps, and I'm like, this is crazy. I was never hitting on these shoe apps, and I'm just hitting these hoes. I'm like, damn. I'm turning to a little sneakerhead.
I see you, Torian. You getting to that bag out here in these streets. Okay.
Okay, the back and the short niggas. What's up?
And these. Hold on.
Oh,
Listen, let me say this, everybody who didn't catch it at the beginning of the show. Torian right now is infatuated with a 5'7" gentleman.
Interesting.
Wow.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's literally what we've been telling you for years.
It's crazy. I cannot stop. That's crazy. I was gonna say I can't stop thinking about him. But
you can't stop thinking about it. Go ahead, Torian. Goddamn it.
Huh?
Did we say if you would have overlooked the height thing that you could probably find your person? You was just overlooking him because he was short.
Because I'm like, short niggas be fine. Like,
Some things have to transpire in order for this to happen, but yeah. Had the nigga dick. Oh.
Whoa. Whoa.
I had a good time with this man, this young
Clearly. Clearly. Take a drink. Take a drink. Clearly, you had a good time.
Bless you.
It was up. Literally, it was up.
It's up and it's stuck. Shout out to Cardi B.
Torian crazy as hell. Okay, so anybody got any hating family members or friends on the low?
I keep going if you want me to, honestly.
Oh shit.
I got more cousins and more. I got an auntie who I would never forgive and talk to again either in my life because because it was the fact that I was how old was I? I was maybe like 10, 11. Before you even think about sexuality and all that stuff. And I was like with my dad, because he, like at this time of my life, he wasn't staying in my hometown. He had moved here to Houston. So he was in town, so I'm like chilling with my dad for like the little summer. I'm with him every place I can go to get that time. And then we will visit my grandma's house. That's where all my aunties still live with their mama at 40 years old. And like she literally said, I was in the car with my dad, and she literally was like, they call me T-Roy. She like, T-Roy. She like, you got a little sugar in your tank, don't you? Oh. And I was like, huh? No. And I was just like, now I think about it, like, I'm like, why would you, like, that's just crazy that you would just do that to like a child, especially with my father in the car, like knowing how like men are with this type of stuff, like that could have completely tarnished my relationship with my father, like had he been like some ignorant, like.
We're gonna have to come back, Torian, and I don't like to ask you on air, but we on air right now. If you comfortable with having a discussion or not, because I posed a question years ago to some of my friends who they were having a certain conversation in a group chat, and so I asked them, I said, would you rather your son be gay or a serial killer?
I mean, I think the obvious question is to be gay.
And these niggas was like, yo, so I can go visit the nigga in jail. I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I think any intelligent person will say to have a child be gay.
These niggas to a man were saying that they would rather a serial killer. And I thought that shit was insane. I was like, yo, y'all niggas need mental help, bro.
Yeah, that definitely is, because
like a serial killer, like you're
That's
fucking
scary.
families and lives out here. Like what's wrong with y'all?
Like
I don't know, bro. Like that shit really took me back. I ain't gonna stunt to you. That shit fucked me up for a while. I was like, yo, that's crazy to me. But I just thought about that when you said that about your aunt, because like that's some crazy shit for an aunt to say. Like, who's talking like that?
Yeah, to a child at that. Like, I literally was like 10, 11. I was young. I wasn't even thinking about that, and it was just like I was already kind of hearing that from like school and stuff, so I don't need to like hear that at home, or like where I'm supposed to be most comfortable, most vulnerable, like so just to hear that, and then it's just all my life I just been dealing with.
But let me say this though, to defend your aunt, I'm not. Listen, I don't want to
be devil's advocate.
This is why Mo hates me on the show. To defend your aunt, let me say this: there was a time though, when like using that phrase was not looked at as derogatory as it is now. There was a time, as crazy as that may sound to you, that there was a time when people used that phrasing, it wasn't frowned upon necessarily.
But it was just projecting sexuality onto a child.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Different because he was a kid at the time.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying is that, like, maybe she didn't mean it that way.
She did.
There was other way.
Right. There ain't no other way to mean that. Why you telling some child that?
Yeah, she still has to be accountable.
She knew what she was saying.
She didn't know
exactly what she was saying and knew that he didn't understand. Like,
listen, I didn't know Torian as a child, so I don't know what he was doing to make her react that. I'm playing. I'm just fucking with you.
I was hanging with the girls. I was popping and twerking.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why she was like, this nigga's doing everything.
That wasn't for her to judge. It wasn't for her to question.
He said, well, damn.
I was loving the Spice Girls. Like, like, damn. But that's only cause, like, at the same time, my like my dad had moved away, so like I was raised by women. So my older sister, and it was my mom. So like you look up to your older sibling. That was the only older sibling I had was my older sister. So of course I was gonna come to liking what she liked, you know.
Auntie said, if I gotta hear one more time, so tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'm not gonna be here for that shit if you gotta say that one more goddamn time. She had to comment on it.
But I even had a cousin who, and this is a whole different cousin before I talked about, who this was my favorite cousin. And I had found out from another cousin that she was calling me gay and shit behind my back because I was watching Degrassi. And I'm like, what? Because it was like a commercial that happened. You know, Degrassi had like all these shit going on. Like whatever the episode was dealing with, they'll be like, if you having issues with this, like call this number.
Yeah.
So this episode happened to be about Marco becoming like knowing he was gay. So that was a commercial, and she just had to watch me watch that episode. So like, gay. Like he watching this infomercial, and I'm like, bitch. I was literally watching Degrassi TV show. Like it's like, how am I gay because I'm watching Degrassi? Like that's so crazy to me. The logic that people just make.
Okay, listen. The goddamn weirdo in me has to say this, Torian. She wasn't wrong, Torian. Goddamn, she was right.
Like, she was wrong. She was 26
she wasn't wrong, though, Torian. Shit. Cut her a break because she was at least right. She shouldn't have said it to you as a kid, but she was right.
She wasn't right. Because I'm not gay. I'm pansexual.
Talk that talk, Torian. Let's go. Define yourself, god dang it.
Right.
I'm with you, Torian. Define who you are. Don't let them define you.
He was wrong. All them niggas was wrong.
The joke on them. They didn't know some new shit was gonna come out.
What is Naomi doing? I hear all this clicking.
I don't know.
Like, distracting me. I'm trying to ignore her, but I keep getting this.
Naomi is hating right now, Torian. You see? Look. Naomi is that friend, Torian. She's hating on your moment right now.
Right, that's crazy.
She's that friend that's hating on your moment right now.
She's just high and distracted.
I was high.
Cause all I hear was click, 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 click.
Right.
I won't even tell y'all what I was doing, man. And Jordan was trying to make me stop, and I'm like, girl.
God damn.
Oh,
all right.
Hilarious.
All right. So Naomi's high. That means, listen, we got Naomi high and Shouty Mo, aka Moneybag Mo, BKA Mo at Mo Elevated, at _ Mo Elevated, drinking Cayman Jacks tonight. That means it's a good night tonight on the show. That's all I'm telling you.
Yeah, we chilling.
Cause Mo ain't drunk them Cayman Jacks in a minute. What you sipping, Torian?
Champagne.
Oh, it's like
What's
that.
Mimosa? It's a little mimosa. You know, I had a little juice right here, so I said I'm going to throw some.
That was
juice
my second option for the night.
Oh shit, you drinking mimosas at goddamn 10 o'clock? That's how you feel?
You know, work is working, and it's
work.
We in a short staff. I'm working more than harder than I should.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
you should quit.
Is anybody
Nigga,
right
you
now?
should quit. I don't know why the fuck you.
No, don't quit. What do you mean quit it?
Yes, he should quit.
Because I want shoes and bags. I can't quit.
You got it already, nigga. What the fuck?
Does anybody feel bad for Rihanna right now because her baby daddy is going through it?
Yeah.
No.
I seen this tweet that was like, Rihanna baby daddy in jail. She just like us for real.
Yeah.
He's not in jail anymore, but he just got in
I was gonna say, what happened?
Like, cause he shot at his friend or something.
Yeah, he shot his homeboy allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly he shot his homeboy. Allegedly.
I don't feel bad for her. She knew she could have did better.
Cause I'm not saying cause she like that.
Yes, she could.
Yeah, I'm not.
Except a good man.
Not right after the baby.
We're actually
like,
birthday twins, me and ASAP Rocky. We are. I just found that out recently.
But Libra men suck, so.
Yeah, but they're so
Roy, ain't Roy a Libra man?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's why.
Damn, Jordan, how you really feel? Get off his
I'm like,
show.
we stand. No, wait,
Well,
what?
he's had
But we
time
stand
to
by our
grow
statement.
and work on himself.
Not when we stand by our statement, Mo. You ain't
We
shit.
stand. We stand by. I stand by my statement. Okay.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Roy just gonna walk away.
I love Rihanna, and I'm
love
down whatever she down with. She want to be with this man.
That's what I do,
no,
bro.
and
That's
I'm
what I
like,
do.
not even to think about like Nikki's man. Like, oh my
Okay.
God, like what are the girls doing?
No, now Nikki, I'll be contemplating a little bit about. I'm like, girl, come on.
But Raven had made a good point on Twitter. She said that she's really like the defender of the. I don't know if we could say the.
He's an ex-offender. Just say ex-offender. That's what he's registered. Yeah. He's registered.
Yeah, but because like her brother had an issue too, and like she was
he's an
ex-offender. Her brother to the fucking
the defender of the NLA.
He's not an ex-offender. Did he get off on that? He didn't get off on that.
No, he went to jail for it.
Yeah, he's out of here
already. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I just look. Shout out to ASAP, but you know, God damn, you look like Rihanna's like a billionaire. It's like, come on, man.
Exactly.
She still fell for the fucking baby daddy.
Yeah, I'm like, that's her. That's
like,
that's her personal problem. You know?
No,
it's okay.
But she'll be fine. That's
right,
the one.
She will be okay.
That's the one different thing between she'll be
her.
just okay. You know,
she got the money to support her and her child. Like so,
she probably. But I mean, that definitely don't be enough. Truly, that definitely don't be enough.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna duck.
Are
we all
ready?
Are we all in agreement that we are in prayer and feeling sorry for Pete Davidson right now as he heals?
Oh my God! Why you even say his name?
Roy, shut up.
Cancel.
Yeah, Roy. Yeah.
We are gonna throw something at you.
That man in a mental hospital because of Kanye. That's crazy.
Don't we feel bad for Pete? No.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Pete.
I didn't even know
everybody else crazy after the day.
Y'all know it's Team Kanye for me. I don't care what he do.
I feel bad for Pete right now. I hope that Pete heals. Shout out to Pete.
What happened to him?
Man,
he checked himself in.
Yeah, he checked himself into a mental hospital.
Probably perform one of their little.
That was because of Kanye.
How do we know that?
And why? Why? Because she was fucking with Kim. And I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. You know what happens to niggas that fuck? White men thought they were beyond the curse.
Look,
they thought they were beyond the curse. Like, no, you get hits too. Boom.
Any man that fucks with one of the Kardashians is probably gonna.
Scott was getting the hits. No, Scott's still in the good.
What? Scott's been crazy as fuck.
Shout out to Lord Disick.
Just now, Lord Disick. And he still lost it because he was dating that young girl.
Hey, that's a win for him, right?
He didn't dated a couple young girls.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He getting these young.
Like,
that's whoa, hold on, Jordan. That's low mileage vagina. That's a good look for him.
Is it? That's not a guarantee.
That's really not a guarantee.
Oh, yes, it is. I can listen. That's low mileage vagina. Because trust me, no one's counting what your little high school boyfriend was doing. Trust me, he wasn't putting in no real work. Scott Disick is a grown ass man.
Which is the problem?
Well, these women are of age.
18 is not.
It's
that
legal.
doesn't mean it's okay.
America says it's okay.
Well, they said a lot of other things was okay too. That's not okay.
Well, hold on, Jordan. You and Lionel can hate America for
And they on me.
Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm just saying, America says that this is not against the law, so Scott can be. How old is Scott? Is he in his 40s?
He's
gotta be.
So.
He's about to be grandpa soon with his little son.
He's about to be a grandpa.
And he's out here getting this low mileage vagina. I'm envious of him getting this low mileage vagina. Shout out to him.
That is wild.
Do you think it's low mileage?
I'm like, them white girls be fucking early. Okay.
Oh no,
Right.
no. Here y'all understand about
They be
these.
fucking before.
No, these young white girls. Hold on, let me not get.
They are not just fucking their one boyfriend.
Right.
A white girl.
Let me not go.
They be doing anal before penetration.
Let me not even go there because that gets weak.
She fucking the best friend, boyfriend. She fucking like nigga what?
The
Let me not even listen.
Probably rappers sprinkled in there, athletes.
No, the one nigga at the school.
Right.
That's still low. Listen, that's still low mileage. Listen, Scott is in his 40s. You think if he gets a woman in their 40s that she got less mileage?
Whatever.
Fuck out of here.
I mean,
she might. Yeah.
Hell no.
Look at me.
I think it would be easy for, and you're just saying 18, but I don't think them girls are just 18. I'm thinking at least 21, and like, nigga, a bitch can run up some bodies in 21.
Right. This is girl at my job.
I seen it.
She had 6 bodies.
No, really.
Whoa, hold on. What you say, Torian? Say that one more time, Torian.
I said one of my employees in my job, she 19, and she was like, damn, I just had she said she on her 8th body of this year. I said
Up this year.
No, I'm sorry. No. She said this month. And then I was like,
but listen, no, but hold on, Jordan. But Jordan, we've already established.
She said I just hit my 8th yesterday because I had 2 in the same day. I said,
but we've already
okay, but
established.
listen,
Jordan,
I think if she keeping track like that, she feel like she got something to prove.
Yeah,
like if you really out here just popping pussy, you're not keeping count.
We've already established, Jordan, that Torian hangs around whores. We've already established that way earlier in the show. If she got 8 bodies in a month, 8 bodies in a month, I can't listen. Jesus Christ.
Well, there's 7 days in a week.
Okay, Lionel, she said she did 2 in one day.
So that's what I'm saying. That's obtainable.
Hold on, Lionel.
That just because she's young is not low mileage. Okay, that's all we were trying.
No, for real. That's a fact.
But she's an extreme example.
No. If anything, nowadays the younger ones have more mileage because they be wilding.
Nah. Okay. Yeah. Let me ask y'all this, and I'm treading very lightly on these YouTube streets. At what age do you think young people start having sex?
15.
Yeah.
14.
15.
Okay.
I think
even younger. Even younger in some cases.
I think like 12. Yeah.
Ain't nobody having no real sex at 12.
I know my friends who lost their virginity at 11.
Right.
Okay.
So
let's not get into this conversation. We going too far.
You can't say nobody's having real sex at this age. It's not like it's so complicated as to
what. I'm like, you grew up a long time ago, but
y'all are making it
ages when I was growing.
But y'all are making it seem
younger.
But y'all are making it seem like it's the same amount of. But I'm saying though, y'all are making it seem like those 40-year-olds didn't do the same thing when they was that age. That's all I'm telling y'all.
I don't know.
No. Listen. Those 40-year-olds be acting like they didn't do that shit at the age. It's not us. They be trying to act like they didn't experience it. They didn't go through it. Oh, y'all just fast. And this and the third. No, bitch, because y'all was doing the same motherfucking shit, but they in denial.
Right.
So
I agree.
Let's not get it fucked up. It's not us. It's them.
Period.
Grandma, you have to it's not me.
That's what I'm saying. So if you get her at 21, technically speaking, if you're 40, that's low mileage vagina. That's as low mileage.
Okay. In that perspective, maybe, yeah.
And either way, that shouldn't matter.
Yeah, like
it shouldn't matter, Jordan. Don't come on, don't. That shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
You're 40
That's
and you're worried about low mileage vagina. You haven't even learned how vaginas fucking
Thank
work.
you.
You don't even know. Like you don't even.
I'm not concerned.
Like, damn,
listen,
you're old as fuck, my G.
Mileage does
listen.
You have kids.
My daughter how to shoot a gun like now.
He's a lord.
Like
He's
my daughter
Lord. He's Lord Disick. Fuck. He don't need to know how vagina works.
Yes, he should.
For what?
If he throwing that penis, he needs to be knowing what spots to hit.
Oh no. That's not. He's worried about him. He's not worried about her.
It's not about that.
Toxic masculinity.
He still ultimately wants Courtney, his old like woman, who's like an older woman at this point.
Does he?
Yes. Yeah, he still wants.
A lot of y'all old
men. Got married to a whole nother person. The thing is, it's about accountability. It's not about fucking young vagina. That's so ridiculous. It's about.
That's what it's about.
Get with somebody that does not want to, who's not going to hold him accountable. Somebody who's looking at him like, okay, you're kind of the flyer thing. Like you've been around, you're established. Whereas a grown ass woman is going to be looking at you like, what are you doing? Like this is crazy.
And that's why I don't need her.
So it's totally not about the mileage here. It's absolutely about.
Oh no, it's about the mileage as well. Because if I have to choose between if I want a 40-year-old vagina and a 22-year-old vagina, most men would take that 22-year-old vagina. I'm just keeping it a buck.
That's interesting.
I'm just keeping it a buck. I know a lot of people ain't gonna keep it a buck.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
I'm not speaking for me. I'm keeping it a buck because
you
some
said
people,
most men, and I totally disagree with that. Because even as of last night, I had some 27-year-old pussy, which was the best pussy I ever had in my life. Wow! I tweeted about it, but I deleted the tweet. I'm not even this. I'm not even this person. Delete the tweet, but it was totally, and that was the oldest pussy I've had at this point. So I would not be like thinking, let me go back to some 20-year-old pussy right now.
But you've had that same vagina for quite some time, sir.
Yeah, but I've had other vaginas as well. And they were younger.
Okay, let's not get into that. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, please.
That's the case. That's the point at hand. It's not about that for real.
Nah, wait till you get to your 40s. Then it becomes you trying to find your fit. Shout out to them Cayman Jacks that Sister Mo is drinking, aka Moneybag Mo. Them Cayman Jacks is up right now. Let me give a plug to the Tuesday night show. If you are not doing anything, right? If you got plenty of time to waste, because I got to be full disclosure. If you just want to sit around and just like listen to some shit while you work out, maybe you're gonna go on a 3-mile run. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna go to the gym. Trust me. What you want to do is pop in yesterday's show, Tuesday night. You get Roy Mack, aka Rolex Risky, and Chris Blake for 1 hour talking about does America need religion or has America outgrown religion? You get that for 1 hour. And then you get 2 hours, not one, but 2 hours of Rolex Risky versus JC discussing the Bible. I'm going at JC's head. I'm telling him that in the Bible, it endorses slavery and it never, and I repeat, it never condemns slavery in the Bible. So if y'all want to listen to that, if y'all want to listen to some religious debate, man, y'all pick up that show from yesterday. It's 3 hours of some fire where we going in on religion. Yeah, we going in on religion from all aspects. And we're going to do a show we're going to give everybody a rest next Tuesday. We're going to talk some ratchet stuff next Tuesday. But in 2 weeks, we're going to go back and we're going to talk some more religion. And we're going to talk about, has church ruined religion for most people?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. I think that there's a difference between religion and between going to church. So we're going to talk about church.
Is it?
Church folks. Yeah, there's a difference between doing church and having a religion. So we'll talk about that. That's in 2 weeks coming up on a Tuesday. So if y'all want to dig into that, y'all can hit us up over there. Okay, let's get ready to wrap this up for tonight. So tonight, what have we learned, boys and girls? Besides the fact
that friends and family can hold you back if you let them, but they don't have to.
Yes, that's the bottom line.
Yep. Right. I don't let them.
You got to be strong, though.
Got to keep your head up, like Tupac said.
Yeah, but sometimes it's easy.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it depends on how attached you are.
Oh yeah, you do. Damn, that was crazy.
I do got my Tupac shirt on. It say "Dear Mom." Shout out my nigga Tupac. You know, I'm always repping Tupac. Y'all know in a couple of weeks, I did this for everybody to know. I want everybody to not in a couple of weeks, next week, it's a very special day for me next week. It's
Uh-oh.
8/24. Shout out to my man Kobe.
Oh.
It's August the 24th, and it falls on a Wednesday.
His birthday.
August 24th falls on a Wednesday. So next week it's the Kobe show. And so, like, man, I looked at that on the calendar and I was like, damn, man, my nigga Kobe really gone. That shit still fucks me up to this day. Like, that was the one thing that really showed me my mortality. I ain't gonna lie to you. After that shit, like, shit really came into perspective for me. I was like, damn, Kobe dead? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, yeah, that's gonna be. Hopefully, I can get through that show. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I looked at it on the calendar and was like, yo, that's wild.
Interesting.
Yeah. And like, shout out to his wife because she's really held it down. She ain't been out here popping pussy doing wild shit. I'm not saying that she can't go and do it. I'm just saying that, like, she hasn't broadcasted it, and I respect her for not.
Or she been doing it in secret.
I'm okay with that. I don't have. I have no problem with that. But she haven't been broadcasting that. Like, like, I respect that from her. I ain't gonna lie. I respect that from her. So we'll come back next week. I think. Let me see what we're talking about next week. Somebody sent the topic for next week. Who sent that? I think it was Torian, right?
Oh yeah. What about the marriage?
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about To Death Do Us Part.
Oh yeah.
Next week we're talking about, is it truly till death do us part? Right? Y'all be taking these vows. Like, that's the thing, right? When people get married, y'all sit up there and y'all recite vows. And I tell everybody all the time, you can't believe in certain spiritualities and certain, like, energy and then recite vows and think that has no meaning. That's wild to me, right? Like,
but these niggas don't be believing in any type of spirit.
I'm with you.
They just be saying vows. They're like, all I did was talk. Like,
I know. Oh, please. Thank God that people like y'all exist, because that reminds me I'm not crazy, because that just blows my mind.
Yeah. So next week we going there. Next week we talking about, is it truly till death do us part? Because we got to talk about these vows, and we're gonna talk about people that are like, right now, apparently there's an epidemic of people who are leaving their spouses when they need them the most, when they're sick, when they're hurt, when they're, you know what I'm saying, in just down bad. So we're gonna talk about that next week, man. Y'all make sure y'all join us. Join us Tuesday as well of next week. Maybe we're gonna get it in. Yeah, man, y'all keep rocking with us, man. We appreciate y'all. No Strings Attached on a Wednesday night, man. We are fully a partner of YouTube now, man. Hopefully we'll have the super chat ready for next week. I thought I'd have it ready for this week. We're gonna have it next week, so y'all gotta have to spend a little money if you want to put a comment. I'm sorry. It's a new No Strings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we gotta do that now. At least send $1 if you want your damn message read. I'm sorry. If you want your chat
I'm good.
you have to step our game up. I don't know what you want me to do. This is just the rules. So we got to go there. But thank everybody, man, that's been rocking with us. Thank all of our day ones that's always been rocking with us, man. Shout out to the whole panel, man. I love the discussions every single Wednesday night. We continue to grow and evolve. Shout out to Jordan Woods for pulling up, man. She ain't pulled up in a little minute. Shout out to Jordan. You know what I mean?
Well, if I'm allowed, I'll come next week too.
Oh, well, you always are allowed, Jordan.
Conversation.
I might have to send y'all some of these. Jordan has a small little fan club that's been okay. Y'all got the email is @_ hold on. What's the email? Is it @_ hold on? What's the email is?
It's no. The email is nostringspod
at gmail.com. Listen,
I never even use email, and I know the email address.
I know
maybe.
it's
Come
nostringspod at gmail.com. Every time I can always bank on every time that Jordan is on the show, it's a certain amount of gentlemen that want to check in and figure out, like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, nigga, I don't know. Shit. Goddamn. So I'm sure that tomorrow it's gonna be, the inbox is gonna be filled with those young men. Or I don't know.
Well,
young
she's
men,
spoken for.
There you go.
Period.
Words right out of my mouth, literally.
Yeah, I was waiting.
So just watch and enjoy. Like, don't do anything.
Let me say this. I gotta play the devil's advocate.
Just be chill. You know?
I gotta say, to play the devil's advocate, they would tell you there are certain people who will tell you, Mo, Lionel, Naomi, that if you're not married, then it's fair game. That's what I'm just gonna say.
I might as well be, okay?
Oh no. I don't want to hear this. You might as well be. No. I'm just saying what people say until they see. If you like, what did the Queen say? Where's my goddamn? You won't break my soul.
Where you not just talk about vows?
People don't take their vows serious. That's what I'm saying.
What Beyonce said? You can't break my soul.
You can't break my soul. Okay, what's your favorite song from Beyonce's album? Before we go, what's your favorite song right now, Torian? Let's go.
Ooh.
Is it Church Girl? I'm sorry.
No, it's Heated. It's Heated right now.
Ooh, Heated is some fire.
Or Cuff It. It's yeah.
Okay. Talk to me, Lionel. I know Lionel been jamming that shit. What's good?
My favorite at this point is Plastic off the sofa.
Is what?
That's a good one.
The sofa.
Oh yeah, that's some. Oh, I like that too. That's some fire. Okay, ladies. Okay, are y'all supporting Beyonce or are y'all hating? Let's go, Mo.
I haven't listened to it in its entirety still.
Okay, Mo's a hater. Let's move on to Naomi. Are you hating or are you listening?
I'm hating, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Jordan, are you a hater?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This
crazy.
is where we are right now,
Beyonce.
ladies and gentlemen.
The men
That
are loving
you
Beyonce.
women are hating on the Queen. Why?
She left the
No, I like Break My Soul though. That's the only song I've really heard.
That's a single.
I've heard snippets on TikTok. So like I've heard several of the songs in pieces, but like I mean, I need time. Like, first of all, personally for me, if you really know me, you're really my friend, you know, bitch, that I do not even be on releases quickly ever. No matter, I could even fuck with the artist for real. And I probably still wouldn't be on time for the release. It probably still take me several weeks to a couple months for me to really listen to that bitch in full.
Okay.
So the Beyonce, all respect to Beyonce, all due respect.
It
like
is the Queen, though.
I'm not quick to jump on her albums as soon as they drop. Like I'm just still gonna listen to it in my own time. And like I said, I have heard some good songs. I remember seeing a video of like apparently some club had like played her album from beginning to end through the whole night. Like
as they should.
And they were just like every single song was just a bop and like just everybody was lit and like having a great time. So like I'm really like
all that shit in there. I'm on all that. Went on all that. Goddamn Queen.
Everybody
I love it.
See, Naomi and Jordan down there in their little corner hating. There you go. You know what we gotta talk about? I
like Alien Superstar. Alien.
Oh, that's a jam. I love it.
Aside from the music, like shout out to Beyonce so much. That's why I fuck with her so much. Aside from like my other favorite artists, I love Beyonce because she's like a perfectionist and she pushes the envelope so fucking well. Like she does it intentionally and she like clocks that hell in the forehead. It was just like this album was executed like phenomenally.
Shout out to the Queen. It's the Queen. Y'all gonna stop hating on my sister.
Men and women, both artists. She's shitting on all y'all hoes.
Shitting on y'all. You did.
Let's see what's next. Somebody put something else fly out. Catch up.
Right. Y'all gotta catch up. Okay, we getting up out here for the night, man. Y'all make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We do appreciate it. Share the show with a friend, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all rock with us next weekend. Hit us up on our social media at _nostrings on all platforms. If you want to email the show just to talk ish, you can hit us up at nostringspod at gmail.com. Look at Mo mouthing it. Nostringspod at gmail.com. That's the email for the show. If you want to be a part of the show, listen, if you want to be a vendor, if you have something that you want us to promote, if you are an entertainer, rapper, singer, songwriter, if you make clothes, whatever you do, if you want us to promote you, man, hit us up on the email. We can work something out. Also, make sure that y'all go to naestouchjewelry.com. Is that still up?
Period. Yes.
There you go. NAES. naestouchjewelry.com. If you're looking for that gold, you dig what I'm saying? You can go over there, get them custom pieces. You can get some pieces, whatever you're looking for. You want some custom joints, you can go over there as well. we got that gold for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Period. Hold on, let me show my chains.
Okay,
Cause low key, I'm really fucking with my.
now. Hold on now. God dang. Okay, there we go.
You know,
you did.
Get yourself right.
Grills coming soon. I'm playing.
No, that's really what niggas want.
Right, niggas want them grills.
Right.
Eventually. There you go. Where you go. But y'all mess y'all right. Anybody else promoting anything else? Torn, you got them candles yet? No?
No, not yet. Not yet. Still coming.
Torian. All right, Torian.
I know my person, but it's coming. It's still coming. You know,
it's coming. So y'all stay tuned. Torian got them candles coming soon. Lionel, one more time. What's the website for the couple in Colorado? What was the name of their business?
Their business name is Lawrence and Larimer or something like that.
There you go. I'm gonna find it. I want to put them up because they're such a dope business. I want to make sure I promote them. So we'll put them up next week, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. That's been the show for this week. We'll be back next week. We will holla. Peace.
Bye.